It's funny because I think when you were drunk, you had no filter, but like you were like
I wasn't
that,
as wild.
Wasn't as wild, yeah.
Well, when you were sober.
All different, man.
Yeah, no meat.
No meat.
$2. $2. God, then we're at Daddy's, then you're like, this bitch ain't getting no tip. I'm surprised you remember that.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't.
You just barely call it gay wine.
I only remember it because it's gay wine. So that's how I remember it. I'm not saying it's gay.
It's not even gay wine. It's called Rainbow Edition.
Well, we called it gay wine.
It was we.
Oh.
We go to the bathroom together.
Oh, yeah.
And we do our business. And as we go to wash our hands, I don't know who says it.
There was this random guy in there, right?
Two random guys. One's in the stall. One's just chilling or something.
Taking a piss. And then me and Alonzo walk in. And then I'm like, oh, you see that sticker, Alonzo?
Which sticker? The fish one?
Yeah. I think that's that famous podcast group called the Now We're Thinking Podcast.
Oh, shit. I heard they came to visit the bar here.
Yeah. You saw that episode?
Yeah, you can find them on Apple, Spotify, YouTube.
I didn't drive a single time.
Yes.
I offered my services.
Liar.
No, you didn't.
I said
no, you didn't.
I said we could take 4-hour shifts
Liar.
from Seattle
Yes.
to
Let me
Utah.
tell.
You guys didn't ask me once to drive.
Once? Alonzo, once? I told you. I
did.
told you. Can you drive? No, I'm editing. Fuck, I
'cause
just
I was
next thing I
editing.
know it, reels popping up, sending from Oscar.
I don't even send reels. I was editing.
Oh my god. Hey guys, this is part 2 of the Seattle trip. As always, I'm Justin. You're listening to Now We're Thinking Podcast. And right by me is Oscar.
Good evening.
Alonzo.
Hello.
And yeah, we're going to resume where we left off the day after Wednesday, which is Thursday. If I know my days of the week. But I don't remember anything, Oscar.
What do you mean?
I don't remember anything, dude.
Already of the trip?
Well, since yesterday and today.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What did we do Thursday, Alonzo?
So Thursday.
Please give me a refresher.
Okay. Well, to all listeners out there and viewers, go check out part 1 so you can know the whole story. But for us, we're on Thursday already of the Boyz trip. And today is Aquarium Day as well as Pike
Ooh la
Market Day.
la. You're right.
Forgot about that.
Dude,
Yes.
that was fun.
We woke up nice and early. Well, and we ate breakfast downstairs where Justin got a chorizo burrito or something, no?
Mm-hmm.
Burrito.
Oh, yeah, that's when we ate the breakfast there.
Yeah, me and Oscar got these
Sandwiches.
breakfast sandwiches, yeah. But the one Justin got was good too.
Chorizo burrito?
Yes.
Fire, dude.
Yes.
I liked it.
And we were going to meet up with the rest of the group over at the aquarium because we had an appointment for early in the morning. And Rustin was also telling us that he had a coworker that was in Seattle at the time also this week. Yeah. And it was just crazy. So after we ate our little breakfast, we start heading over to the aquarium. And as we find parking, we find this magnificent view of the whole sea and the pier and the aquarium and the Ferris wheel too, no? Like the whole enchilada.
enchilada.
The city.
Dude, you know what's crazy is that we were on the main road. We went to that parking garage. Road. And we went we went down the parking garage. And then when we left outside, we were like above everything still.
Oh, yeah.
But it just tripped me out.
It was weird, huh?
Yeah, I was like, what the heck?
It was like,
because we went down into the parking garage. We're like, oh, there's definitely has to be parking spots like down here.
Yeah.
And then we walked from that level. We went down
from
a
that
little
down
further.
level, yeah.
We went further out because we saw the light.
Yeah. Walking to the light.
And then we walked out, and we were above, like the visiting or like the view. And then we were on the view. You had to still go down even more to go to the aquarium.
Yeah.
There's the view the boys are talking about.
That's a beautiful view, dude. That's a nice shot to plant.
Oh,
I like it. With the whole city behind us.
We went down the stairs on the right, and then we walked to the aquarium right over there.
Yes. It was very beautiful.
It was very beautiful indeed. And then the city bay was right over here.
I think what was cool of it too, like when we were driving over here, we couldn't see any of this until we walked out of the parking garage. Then it just all spawned in, you know.
It loaded up.
It loaded in.
It spawned in.
It really did, because like we were in the city and then we just like parked up in the garage.
You know, Pike Place is only a 10-minute walk from our hotel.
Yeah, it was close, dude.
I was like,
From
what
our
the
hotel?
Yeah.
It felt long.
It did feel long.
Mhm.
On a drive, it felt like years.
I know it did feel long, huh? Like a 10-minute drive. But we make our way to the aquarium, and we.
Oh, that's what you found. That's my work ma. I call her the work ma because I guess they always compare me and her together. They're like, "Oh, is that your son?" I'm like, no, it's not. Like I'm not her son. But then it's funny because then at that point everybody thought I was her son. So I just be like, ma. So then
joke around with it.
Yeah, I just goof around with it. And then I'm like, and I was walking, and I see like this lady that looked exactly like her. I'm like, there's no way, you know. So I speed walked it all over there, and I got behind her, and I'm like, dude, this is either it could go either one way or the other, you know. So I'm like, oh fuck, if I scare her. I wasn't trying to scare her because you
didn't want to spook her.
If you know, in the past I did scare a lady. Like I jumped on her back, thinking it was my mom. It wasn't my mom. Like I jumped on her and I scared her, and it was my mom, and I scared her. So I had bad memory of that.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't want to like scare her. So I was like, ma. Like I like kind of like said softly, like ma. And then she like turned around and she's like, oh, my child.
Really?
She's like, my child. And I gave her a hug, and then she's like, "Oh, this is my husband." I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you, sir."
Yes.
Dada. Should have hit him with that.
Papa.
It's crazy how you were telling me how you guys met up. You know how crazy it is to meet up here at the aquarium and in a whole other state.
Oh yeah, it's crazy because like the timing of it all, like they picked this week, you know, with the week that we were going to, you know, the location is crazy because Seattle's a huge place, and they were going to go for the forest that they have, or the natural park over there, the national park over there they have over there. And then so they weren't even going to go to Seattle, and I told her about the city pass that they have there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can go check that out too. She's like, I'll check it out too, you know. So then it had to go from that week. They're going to explore the park, and then they had to pick a day of that week, and they had to pick a time of that day to go to the aquarium. And then I guess that day is the day, and that exact time is when we were, I guess we met. Like,
yeah.
what? Which is crazy. I was like, what the heck?
Crazy. What a coincidence.
I'm like, there's
what a coincidence.
No way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
And we make our way inside the aquarium where they took our precious pictures. Justin and his girl took his picture, but for our picture, it was 3 of us. And
I've never seen those pictures.
Yeah, I never found the pictures. Because we were supposed to, they gave us a little paper to scan and look up, but I lost my paper.
You had a one job.
Yeah, I don't know where it ended up.
I never even got a paper.
No, they gave us one for a group.
Oh yeah, they did.
So
then I had it.
So because I had my girl had mine. So I'm like, it's so good. So I'm like, it's fine.
So it's people like you, huh?
People like me.
Are you forgetting? Inconvenience.
Yes. But we started exploring the aquarium. Then
I liked it.
It was fun. I liked it.
The octopus was massive, dude.
Ginormous.
I like the starfish.
Octopuses can break out of any. They can, dude. They could break out.
Yeah, they can. And small, tiny hole, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
It's like a jar, no? It can like do it from inside.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
They're intelligent.
Oh yeah, intelligent too. Yeah.
Yes. I wanted. Did they all camouflage? Like, did they change color?
Some, I would assume.
And then we were touching those little urchins or whatever.
Oh, those are weird because they grabbed me.
Oh yeah, they like
get your fucking hands off me.
There's this one little urchin that you touch it and it doesn't feel like you're touching. I don't know if you remember it. Like you touch it in the water and it feels like you're touching nothing. But it's like you see it and you're like moving it around.
The sea urchin definitely squeezed around me when I touched it.
That's like, ooh.
But to answer your question, yes, octopuses do change color.
Yes. Now all of them?
The most reason for such body animals which change color from hide predators, and octopus are very good at this. They change not only their color but also texture in their skin to match rocks and corals and other items nearby. Doesn't say anything about all.
They say also their texture, which is sick. That's dope.
To look like rocks.
Well, yeah,
they
change their texture.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's
how
crazy.
It feels.
How they touch.
Yeah, how they touch. God damn it. Yeah, which is sick is there's one that you touch in the middle and then like it closes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That one's sick.
At the aquarium?
Yeah.
Forgot which one that one was. I touched Patrick.
He's cheeked up.
Yeah, dude. The starfish were cheeked up.
They were like some in the octopus.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, they were like just chilling on the wall.
I got a
Cheeked
video
up,
of that,
dude.
yeah.
Oh, I bet
Cheeked
you
up,
did.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty sick. And they were, dude, that was pretty small. Aquarium was pretty small.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it was.
I mean, like the whole ocean's like right by it, dude.
It looked bigger from the outside.
Yeah.
The aquarium.
It did look bigger.
Yeah. You want to see more animals? Go outside.
I know.
Just go outside, look out there, which is pretty sick.
But we were able to check out.
I don't know why, but I always
Who
feel
recorded
like
this?
weird.
I think I took that one because I remember I was trying to mess with the
You're recording my hand, dude. Or my pit.
The beam of light just smacking me.
moving. I was trying to record moving it around. I was trying to figure out how to move it. I mean, and I was like, oh, I don't know how. No me enseñaron.
No one enseñaron. The sea urchins were scary, dude. They could just spike you. They could just... They pican.
I know. Look at
Oh, it could
this
stab you.
broken.
broken.
Imagine standing next to one or standing on one
Shark.
by accident.
Oh yeah, there's a big old shark. We measured Oscar up on it.
Damn. Is that a 6-gill shark? That was pretty sick.
It's pretty big.
That's pretty sick. I liked it. I like the aquarium. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
What was your favorite part about the aquarium? For me, it was that sea lion.
The sea lion that was swimming around there.
Dude, I was mesmerized with that fool. I would not leave that corner.
You and Justin were both staring him down, dude.
I was mostly
like the dome.
Oh yeah, the
the
dome
dome.
was cool.
The dome was sick.
A whole dome of glass. That was beautiful.
The only thing I wished it was cleaned. Like it felt like a little dirty.
Oh yeah.
The glass felt a little dirty.
Uh-huh.
No good.
We'll hop in there and clean it.
I'll go hop in there. Sorry, scuba diving. That one right there, yes. Chest that.
It looks cool.
That's sick.
Yeah.
It looks like a Star Wars room.
I feel like I'm in a battle. I'm in a
Starship.
battleship, you know, and I'm like we're in the submarine.
To the audio listener, know we're in this part of the aquarium in Seattle where it's an underwater dome, which you can see fish all around you in a little circle room.
Very cool.
And it looks like a Star Wars room, like a spaceship.
It's sick. Back in my natural habitat. I'm like, this one's sleeping.
Oh yeah, that was the fish.
There was
sleeping.
shit. There was a shark in there.
Was it a shark?
Yeah,
I was like,
but it was like a. It was a yeah. It was a shark bite. No sabía cuál. It was only one.
finally some inner peace.
But yeah, the dome was pretty cool. Then next to the dome was a sea lion, and I liked the sea lion, dude. I don't know. I was just mesmerized with the way he was swimming, dude. He just kept doing the same thing over and over again.
You said inner peace.
And I just felt bad for him, bro.
I know how he couldn't do anything else. He had the whole map memorized.
He had the whole map memorized, dude, and it was only 6 by 6, like 6 foot by 6 feet.
So you'll go out and then go back in now? We'll go out?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was the view from the top from the aquarium. Dude, the aquarium was on a nice place. Tell me, this looks like Metropolis.
That looks
bro.
cool. Yeah, that shot is beautiful, dude.
It's
It
fake.
doesn't look
It
real.
looks
Yeah.
fake, yeah.
The sun was hitting just right, dude.
I can see Superman. Super! Finish it for me, Alonzo. Ready? Super!
Man.
Good job. Yeah, dude. Seattle.
Regida.
Nice.
I thought the aquarium was fun, though. I liked it.
It was nice. It was a nice, calm vibe. over
Yes. A good way to start the morning.
I really liked after the aquarium,
there.
the
Before
outdoor.
the storm. The calm before the storm.
The outdoor?
I like the pier.
Yeah, so after the aquarium, the three of us, or the four of us, we actually saw a pier that you could walk on, and we wanted to go after the aquarium, and we convinced the others to go check it out real quick, and we did.
As you can see, the video that I pulled up on the screen right now, to the right is where we went to. I'm going to put an arrow on the screen. Ding.
Damn, so crispy.
It was really, really close to the ocean,
Yeah.
like, just right on it.
We were right there.
It's
We
right
were-
there.
we
And
were
then,
right down
to our
there.
surprise, we found a little pigeon or seagull,
That, what did it have in its mouth?
and the seagull was eating a starfish.
Yeah. Norway, dude.
Everybody caught his attention, bro.
He was showing it off like, yeah, I caught this.
Damn, all me, dude. All me.
on me.
All me. No help needed, dude.
He was like showing off his ring or something. I don't know.
Oh, this old thing?
This whole thing.
Oh, is he walking over there? Well.
Well. What's happening?
Alonso's personal comedian. Alonso's one audience member. That's all that ruckus going on back there.
Oh yeah, it was cool because we could see what are those called? Like the
what are they called?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Jamosaurus. What's all that?
I know that guy.
He's not that funny. Did we say that on the pod?
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We
We're
didn't.
When
leading
was
up
that
to it.
one?
We're gonna
That was
lead
on
up
day. It's supposed to be on day 1 of Seattle.
on the way to the pool
Yeah.
table.
Pool table, yeah. Damn, dude, that was a nice shot with the little island in the background.
Popping a squat real quick instead.
Gotta take a knee.
Always take a knee for this, boys.
Yes, I like the vibe down there. It's cool.
I know that guy.
He's not that funny.
Oh.
well.
Alonso was only there to hear it. I mean, Justin
That
was
was
the only
it.
one there to hear it.
A little pigeon.
Here's the
Oh,
starfish. Here's the seagull with the starfish.
Seagull.
I know. That groundhog lied to me. That beaver lied to me.
The fucking beaver.
He lied to me.
What you mean by beaver?
Salute.
Groundhog.
Nah, look at
Dude, that
Damn.
seagull was showing off, bro.
And he had that starfish for a while too.
And there was some homeless people on there just smoking, minding their business.
Oh yeah, they were minding business. It was like a whole vibe.
They were minding their
the
business.
homeless people.
But Pike Place.
Oh, right.
Yes, after the aquarium, the Pike Place Market was literally like up the road,
Up the street.
up the street. Yes,
Yes, it was a good shot.
and Rushton. What was Pike Place Market? What was it?
Yeah, what is it?
Some market where people sell their goodies, and they usually have stores in there. They have little shops. If you go more down into the building, you will actually see their shops, and it's pretty sick because they sell everything. The thing that I hate is that they be overcharging a lot of things too, and
You
it's
think
like
so?
I think so.
Oh yeah,
What do you think
dude.
they were overcharging a lot
Yeah.
on?
How much
They
is the
were.
bracelet? What's your little bracelet?
What bracelet?
Hello Kitty one.
Oh, that was a lot.
You
that was
see?
$16.
$16 for a little bracelet.
Yeah, that was a lot. That shit was $16.
That's what I'm saying. They overpriced my brother.
Yes.
And that Asian dude, he wouldn't shut up, bro.
Dude, he was yapping to you guys for a minute.
Yeah.
'cause-
Dude, I was just paying him for my shit. I'm like, let me leave, bro. And
Yeah.
I just walked away. He was
he was
yapping.
like he came up to you like, you need to get a girlfriend so you could buy stuff for her and make my business go up, something like that. And then I was like, oh.
I was like, I just buy. I only have a gift for my mom and my sister. I got everything I need. Alonso on the pig. Give her a little spank.
I aprenda, dude.
Fuck up. But then I like that picture. It's funny.
Sorry, we got interrupted. But yeah, we were at this one Asian gentleman's establishment. He was just yapping, dude. Yapping a ear off, bro.
Yeah.
Yapping his ear off to a brother. I was like, dude, I just want to get my shit and leave,
Must
bro.
be from Japan.
Yup.
He must be from Japan for sure.
Yes. But I love the downstairs store. It was so cool.
Oh.
I like the whole vibe.
That's when we found the comic book store.
Oh, that was my favorite store.
That was my favorite store.
I know you said there's one around here. I smell it.
There was, yeah. My brother came and he said there's a comic book store at Pike Place. I'm like, I'm gonna find it.
You're sniffing it out.
And I was
the whole
telling
time.
all y'all, let's go.
That's like the only store that was actually nice.
You didn't even want to
Yeah.
go to it.
Oh, what do you mean?
You were like, well, we'll see if we find it. I'm like, you don't want to go. I smell it.
It's
I
because
smell it
of
on
how
you.
I look at the vibe. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. It's like all the stores are cramped together.
There were Jamosaurus.
Everything was cramped. I was feeling like everything was cramped. Everything was like, imagine like I sell like I go if I get a store and I just start selling stuff and my stuff and I just sell whatever I can. I feel like mostly all the stores were like that. They were just like random like stuff everywhere. I'm like, ooh.
Some stores had similar things too.
Mm-hmm. So I'm like, ooh.
There's one store I wish I bought. I wish I bought that Seattle hat that we all liked. Remember those Seattle hats? From that
Oh,
restaurant?
those were
I see.
nice.
I
Yeah.
wish I got one for my dad.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
too.
Those hats
I
were
wish I got a
sick.
beanie.
The
for-
corduroy one was sick.
I like the corduroy one.
You should have got that one.
I was thinking about it.
Me and
Oh,
Alonzo
man.
wanted to go back for our dads, huh?
Yeah, but we didn't have time though.
We didn't.
I got him a bonsai tree, the kit.
Your dad?
Yeah,
He likes that?
yeah, he likes bonsais.
Oh, nice.
It's a cherry blossom one.
Cool.
It's sick.
Is he gonna plant it in the back or?
I hope so. If not, then
Mr. Miyagi.
40 bucks down the drain.
Damn.
No, but it's gonna be. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like the comic book place, how I was thinking, it was like it's gonna be all cramped, you know.
Like
everything's-
one of those small stores.
Yeah, like the guy with the Asian guy with the store. I'm like, dang, that shit
Mhm.
cramped in there, dude. So I'm like, I
It was
wasn't
pretty
like,
spacious when we went.
we for the
comic book.
Oh, the comic book, yeah. But like every other store we went into, I'm like cramped. Like I didn't like it. I wasn't building up the hype for it.
There were some
that were nice ones, like especially the ones where they had the souvenirs.
Yeah, souvenir stores. Some were cramped for the most part. They have so much stuff in there.
And then like when we talk about the hat, that store was more of like opened.
Yeah,
I like that one. But
I'm like, it's funny because I bought a fridge magnet from the Asian guy, $10 or $10. $10. It's like an old school ass fridge magnet, super old school, right? We go right after that. We go to the other store, which we talked about right now. Mm-hmm. That had the hats that we liked, and then they had it was more clean and organized and spacious. And then me and Alonso found a sick ass fridge magnet. It was like
found it, yeah.
It was like engraved, and it said Seattle, and it just had layers to it. It's pretty cool. It was like 3D. And then I was like, "Oh, I'm getting this for my mom," and I was like, "Damn, I already bought this one." And I was like, "Fuck it, I'll buy this one, and I'll give the other one to my dad because he has a little mini fridge in his room." Mm-hmm. So I just gave him the other one. So it worked out. Dang. Because that fridge magnet we found was sick.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I feel like we were like, oh, if I don't get this one, we're not gonna find another one. And you find another one.
That's why I got the one from the Asian guy. I wish I was gonna go back and I'll return it. But
on the top it said no refunds, no returns,
no refunds.
Yeah, you break.
You buy. I did say that.
Yeah, I did see that.
I'm like, oh, nice. The one to comics book store, that was really
That was
sick.
cool.
The comic book store was my first store.
Sick, dude.
As soon as we found out, I was like, jackpot.
Dude, I was looking,
cha-ching.
Alonso, come, check this out. The whole time we're like, Alonso, come.
We were in there for a minute, too.
Lilo on stage, like a little thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
What were you guys browsing for?
Just browsing, man. Taking a gander.
Taking a gander?
Yeah. They had some cool comics, too.
Mm-hmm.
Were you being a comedian in there, too?
Yeah, I was entertaining while Justin was buying something for his girl.
Yeah, you were sneaky over there.
I know.
Yeah.
I got her an old vintage Transformer. The cassette one, the
cassette player?
Shockwave, his name?
Yeah, Shockwave.
Shockwave, yeah. It's a little cassette player.
Oh, it was it Soundwave?
Was it Soundwave?
Soundwave, yeah.
I spell cassette.
CASS.
There you go. Damn, Alonso, you on it.
And then it's funny because I think later when you gave it to your girl, even your sister was like, yeah, you just randomly came up and started yapping to us. And I was like, I wonder what that yapping was all about.
Who?
Because the three of them were there.
This is the exact one you got, huh?
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Oh, that's sick, though. I'm like, it's pretty sick. They had different, like, they have old, I like the old vintage ones.
Soundwave.
Yeah. I'm like, it's pretty sick. I'm like, oh, that's sick. And they had it there. And when I got it, they gave me a little certifications. I'm like, yep, this is original.
Didn't you say that they were taking a while too, or something?
I know, they were taking their sweet time.
Yeah.
Like, I need the key. Who has the key? I'm like, hey, shut the fuck up, bitch. Gotta be a surprise.
Do you wanted the Soundwave? Because
I'll just leave. I just walk away. I said, never mind. Walk away.
Pretty fire, dude.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's sick.
We built it once we came back to the crib.
Yeah, we built it. I said, all the way. Yeah, so I'm like, that's sick. And then from there,
that was really sick. I got a comic book of Godzilla versus Spider-Man.
Oh, you got it?
That's
cool.
Sick.
I got a little.
I'm not done.
I got a little hot dog.
You got a hot dog of a dog. Literally a hot dog.
A hot dog. Hot dog.
It's a wiener dog in a hot dog bun.
It's literally a hot dog.
You were Shane?
And I got a Funko Pop for my brother.
You were looking for that too.
What was it?
It was It was this one. It was Iron Spider-Man, Miles Morales.
Okay, I think
that's cool.
Yeah. Iron Spider-Man.
Because last time my brother went to Seattle, he got me a Funko Pop. I got him this one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I got him that because when my brother went to Seattle, he bought me one back, so I got him one.
Well, yeah. After that, we went to go eat, right?
Well, we kept looking. We kept looking, and then I found this really sick. We went into this one store. It was kind of scary, dude, because they had some dead animals in there. The tarantulas. Dead scorpions and shit.
Really?
Yeah. And then like, I didn't want to go in there, but then I was like, fuck it. You guys were in there, so I go in and I look around. And then I was literally a circle. And then once we get to the end, I see this license plate and it says Seattle. And it was sick because the license plate had every license plate of Seattle in it. It was pretty cool. I really liked it, and I was like, "Oh, this will be a cool like thing to hang in my room." So I got it. It was like sick. $15.
Damn,
that's sick.
Yeah, Alonso was there. He saw it.
I did. Yeah,
I like it.
I liked it.
I like that. We'll get back
and then we went to go eat.
Yeah, and then we also took a gander at the line for the Starbucks, the first Starbucks.
Oh yeah.
But it was too
when
long.
We first got there, we passed it, but it was too long.
We were standing in the line for it, and they were like, "What's this for?" And then like,
Starbucks.
Yeah.
I wanted to go in and get like a frappe or something, but it was too damn long, dude.
In the blazing heat, I said, "Ooh."
Oh yeah, it was hot.
I said, "No good.
No good.
No good." And then we went to go eat. Why did we eat?
Wait, was that after we went to the bathroom?
Yeah, we went to the bathroom.
No, we went to the bathroom. Yeah.
This is the Starbucks.
Yeah, you guys had a fun time over there in the bathroom.
Yeah, we did.
Who?
You guys.
Oh yeah, was that the bathroom they say I could see you?
Yeah, and you could see. It wasn't even a lie.
Yeah, but you weren't taking a shit.
No, I told Oscar turn around and look at me in the bathroom here.
In the stall, yeah.
He turns around, and he just sees clear over. And he's like, "Hey," he starts bursting out.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
like, dude! Whoever takes a shit in here, you can clearly see them, no problem.
Oh my gosh! Really?
Yeah.
Like, you right.
I was contemplating going to the bathroom. I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was before we ate. We went to the gum wall.
Dude, I didn't know the gum wall was in Seattle. That's cool.
It was like right there too. We're like, where's it at?
We just walked into it. Too.
Yeah, we just hit the corner,
walking
like,
around.
Right,
yeah,
whole wall of gum. I said, "No way." That's sick. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It only took one person. All it took was one person to put gum on the wall.
It was that one, no?
And the rest.
Yeah,
followed.
Seattle's famous gum wall. That was crazy. We just stumbled upon it.
Yeah,
we weren't looking for it.
I know. Like it's around here somewhere. Hits the corner. Oh,
yeah.
I said, "No way."
It's kind of nasty.
Kind of is, yeah.
Kinda.
In a way, yeah.
More like it is.
Ooh, free gum.
Dude, you should have saw the sizes of some of these gums, bro.
I didn't want to.
There was one that was as big as my hand, bro. I was like, how the fuck does that fit in someone's mouth?
They've been cooking that one for a good minute.
They were cooking it up.
Yeah, I had no idea the gum wall was in Seattle. That's really cool. I've heard so much about it.
You just stumbled upon it.
You know, we hit the corner. We're like, "Oh, look at this."
I think your sister was taking us there, wasn't she?
She was. She was trying to find it. It's like, "Oh, it's like right here." And we hit the corner. It's like right there.
Yeah.
That's
funny.
Right here.
Dude, I don't know.
Oh, and there was this one. Sorry to cut you off. There was this one sign that said "fuck Tesla," and it said if you buy Teslas, you support Nazis. I thought that shit was crazy. There was a lot of posters in there too.
But the thing that kind of like threw me off a little bit is when we were walking down, and then we ended off in the main, like one of the main streets.
Oh yeah,
which throws me off so fucking bad.
It was all weird.
When we went up the stairs.
Yeah, no, we went we went down. You know how we kept going down and down and down and down, and then we walk out and we're like right, like we're right at the gum wall. We're like, what the heck? Like, and it feels like we're in the main road, like the main level.
Yeah.
So that's why it throws me off. You know, I was like, what the heck? I'm like, that's crazy over there.
Yes.
Damn, I didn't record us at the gum wall.
After that, we went to go eat, and after we were eating,
I want to hate on this place so bad, but I'm not.
we ate, and I guess after that. What did we do? We went back to the market, huh?
Yeah, we went back to
the market, and it was closing.
Oh yeah, it was. There was
yeah.
No, didn't we go straight underground? And then when we came up, it was...
we went back downstairs to see if there was this other area we missed.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're doing, yeah.
And then it wasn't much. We literally went in and out.
Yep.
And then after that...
we made our way out and everything was closing up.
Yeah, everything was closing up, and then we left Pike Place.
Yes. So for all the viewers out there, if you're going to visit Pike Place Public Market, make sure to go early. They do close up pretty early. Like, I think at 4 or 5, they're already packing up, right?
4. I think they're packing up. I think they fully closed at 5.
Yeah. They were, huh?
Mm-hmm. I highly recommend Pike Place. It was cool.
Yeah, that's where they throw the fish. The big
giant
fish.
Did you guys see the stingray that jumped on its own?
The stingray?
Yeah, it was a dead stingray that like moved on its own. And then everybody was like crowded around. After I was slapping the piggy, we just started walking away. And then I heard a crash behind us and everybody stopped and I was looking back and there was a stingray on the floor.
Really?
So I don't know if he moved on its own. Yeah, but everybody was like looking at it and taking videos.
No way.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Impossible.
You didn't take a video? No?
You didn't tell us?
I forgot what I was doing.
He was too busy kissing me.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
He's busy, huh? He's lost in your eyes. Lost in your eyes.
It's like a swami, basically.
Yes, but it's cool.
It is cool. I really liked it.
I liked it too.
I'll definitely go back there again.
Me too.
Alonzo was on the hunt for some rings.
I was.
The only thing he can find was
cock rings. That's all he had, huh?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
you were close to buying a snake ring.
Yeah, but I didn't.
The rings over there, they overpriced a lot of them.
They were overpriced.
That's what I'm saying. Like everything.
He was about to buy them. I kept talking him out of it,
dude.
I wasn't about to buy him. I thought about it.
You know what's funny, bro? I like talking you into and out of things.
Yeah.
you were set on buying this ring, and I was like, no, don't, Alonzo.
Uh-huh.
Let's keep looking, and we're gonna be back.
Yeah.
Like,
and then that's what convinced me. You're like, we're gonna be back. I'm like, oh, you're right.
Think about
and
it.
then the guy he tried giving it to me is like, oh, here. And then I was like, no, like I'll be back. And then he already pulled out the transaction. He's like throwing at me.
Yeah, you pulled it. He typed it on the thing, ready for you to pay.
Yeah. And I was like, no, I'll be back. I'm gonna go take a look or something. I don't know what I said, and I just left.
He's just there waiting.
And then I was telling Oscar, what if he's there when I come back? And he wasn't. He was gone.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
He's like, no good.
No good.
There was 2 rings you liked. There was a dragon and a snake, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. The snake one was sick.
Yeah,
but
they have some down in here.
I never believed in magic until I saw my dog turn into a snake. That shit's such a barsh.
Dude, there's a girl that was selling like flowers that she would like encase with like some kind of like gel, and then she will solder around it. Guess how much that would cost?
$60.
Close like $47.
Solder? What do you mean?
Solder, like the ones that you solder like around, like it's just like microchip. You know how you do a microchip and you solder the wires together, it like makes a connection. Like melts the little solder.
Is it just a flower that's connected to lights?
No, it's a flower that's encased in gel, like a liquid.
Yeah.
And it hardens, and then around that is solder. Like around it, it's like a solder, like a kind of like a ring around it.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she's like $47. And I look at it, and because I used to solder at my work, I look at it like, this ain't even worth $47. It's not even that good solder, dude. So no good.
After this, we left and we were tired, weren't we?
Yeah, we went back
to the room.
Yeah,
we go back to the hotel room,
and I'm slumped.
Didn't we like take a nap or something after? No, yeah, you guys took a nap.
Did we talk about the vegan place?
Yeah. That's the place I told you I wanted to talk shit about, but I'm not.
Yeah. Then we went back to the market.
They didn't have they didn't give me the proper Moscow mule.
They didn't give me meat.
They didn't have meat on my tacos.
We went to this vegan place.
I'm gonna save my thoughts to myself. I'm gonna just say that.
Now me, this is now we're thinking. This is where my thoughts come out. Before I begin, dude.
You right. All right. First off, I will start. I liked how they let us sit wherever.
Yeah.
I walk in, self-seating. Bet. Let me sit where I want. We sat right in the center of the bar.
Boom.
And then QR code menus.
Yeah.
I don't mind that.
The thing I didn't like is that you have to pay online.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't
either.
like that. You have to pay online. You have to go to a website, pay, order your food, pay, and then they get a.
But I get paid at the bar for my drink.
Exactly. That's what I'm like. This is. I told him just add it to my order. like the drink I got, I'm like, just add it to my order.
Mm-hmm.
I order. She said okay. That was so weird. I didn't even know. I don't think I paid for it.
Really?
I don't think I paid for the drink because I told her add it to my order. You know. So I paid, and then I guess I don't know how she was gonna add it to my order, you know?
Oh,
because I paid before I even ordered.
Okay.
So I don't know how. I don't know. I had no idea what was going on. I was lost in transaction. Yeah. So I'm like, that's kind of weird. That's what I did not like about that part.
Mm-hmm.
That was tripping me out.
You got a burrito.
Just beans, dude. Beans and rice.
Beans and rice,
dude. And it wasn't even good. Like the beans weren't even that good. No good. I didn't like the beans.
What do you think about that vegan place? Alonzo?
I didn't order anything because I was too slumped, dude. I was tired.
I'm surprised. He usually eats.
I'm like a madman.
I was sleepy. I was like falling asleep.
Oh no, this is where.
Yeah, and then
we were goofing around at the vegan place.
We were the same time. Remember this guy? He ate so much food, but he didn't even order nothing. He didn't even order.
He ate the most, and he didn't eat nothing.
You're damn right about that.
I gave him like a bite of my taco. I gave him a couple bites of my taco.
And then I got some bites of his burrito.
I gave him some sips of my Moscow Mule. Mm-hmm. You gave him some of your drink.
I didn't get a sip of the Moscow Mule.
Yeah, you did.
Because I was going to drive.
You still took a sip, I swear.
Did I?
Like a little swig, not
If the cop says something, I didn't drink at all.
He did not drink at all. Sorry, did not drink at all.
I was joking.
But and then you gave him like half of your burrito.
Yeah, I was like,
and you got some of Jocelyn's food.
It's because I had a feeling. I was like, someone might not finish their food. And then I see Rosalind. She stands up, plate full of food, and she's like, "Hey, where you going with that?" And she's like, "Are you done with that?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw it away." I was like, "Can I have it?"
So you gonna fizz that?
Yeah. And she gives it to me, and then I start smacking
for the homeless.
For the one time.
For
the kid.
I finished it. It was delicious.
Oh, you ate my girls too. I think it was you ate like everybody's food.
I was gonna, but they already ate it.
No. They were just devouring it.
Yeah, because I was like, anybody else? Anything else left over?
What did your girl eat?
I'm not too sure. I think she ate.
Did everybody eat burritos?
I don't know if they ate burritos.
Is that the only one that got tacos?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not much of a burrito guy.
Well, the thing is, I didn't trust the meat.
Me too, dude.
That's why I didn't want to order.
But the taco, it wasn't that bad.
Not that bad, huh?
I'm not gonna lie. I couldn't tell the difference. I couldn't tell the difference.
They good. The thing is, when we got there, it's like, what? No meat?
Oh yeah.
The first thing I hear.
Dude, Oscar had no filter the whole trip, dude. Everywhere we went, dude. He got was loud.
Everybody was getting left and right hugs.
Yeah, no one was safe from Oscar, dude.
I know.
No meat.
Yeah, no meat at a vegan restaurant. What do you mean?
And then those ladies that ask for cigarettes, get your fucking hands off me.
Excuse me, do you guys have cigarettes? No. And they just turn around, all right, and back to continue to us just yapping over here. I'm like, this is fun.
Dude, we were clowning at the restaurant.
Oh yeah,
we were clowning.
No one was safe there.
I was talking shit. Yeah, you're right, dude. I did have no filter, bro.
I know.
I was like
the
hating.
whole trip.
Specifically when we were at that restaurant, dude, I was hating.
Is that
bro.
where you noticed? You had it the whole trip.
I noticed it there in Denny's.
I
thought you were mad at Denny's, dude.
No, I just found it so funny.
thought he was mad at Denny's, bro. I was like, do you really want McDonald's that bad, Alonzo? I'll buy you McDonald's, bro. Don't be mad at me. And then I got him with the, I missed the part where that's my problem.
He woke me up. You're like, huh?
Summoned him, man.
That's pretty funny.
I know. I'm like,
that's pretty funny.
I'm like behind you. I was just.
Yeah, I think even at some places, Justin was like, chill, you know?
I was like,
he's like,
whoa.
He's like, yeah, I think.
Because you were like attacking so many people like that. I'm like,
back to back.
Whoa, dude. I'm like, whoa, dude.
Yeah, I think Justin was like, yeah, chill, you know? You like hinted it, you know? Like, yeah.
I'm like,
oh my God.
Oscar, I'm like, you're right here. I need you to be right here.
I was on a line. I passed it.
I'm like, you're right here. I need you right here.
I think you were sober too.
Imagine when I wasn't sober.
Oh my gosh.
It's funny because when you were drunk, you had no filter, but like you were like
I wasn't
that,
as wild.
Wasn't as wild, yeah.
But when you were sober,
all different, man.
Yeah, no meat.
No meat.
$2.
$2.
Yo, that's funny. Yeah.
Oh my God. Then we're at Denny's, then you're like, this bitch ain't getting no tip. I was like, Jesus Christ,
no tip. And then after we were tipping, I was like, now I understand why you left $2 at that restaurant. But she was a good waitress.
She was a good
waitress. But then
Justin's
like, she had nobody there. I'm like,
yeah.
True.
And she was talking to us. I'm like, there's nobody else to talk to.
We were the only ones there.
And then the Denny's, there's only like one chef in the back.
Well, and then Oscar's like, damn, why are they taking so long back there?
Yeah.
I did not say that.
You
did.
No, I didn't.
You're like, damn, where's our food? You're like, oh, they're taking so long.
You were saying it loud.
Shit, I did not say what's taking so long back there.
You did. Something like that.
I didn't say it to make her hear it.
No, I know you did. You were
sounded
saying
like
it
it.
to us.
I was saying it to you guys.
Yeah, but it was loud.
But it sounded like you were trying to make them hear it.
I was trying to get her attention to say, yo, I want some more coffee. I want a water.
You know what's so funny? She
only filled our coffee up once.
No, she filled it 2 times.
Yeah, 2 times.
Yeah.
One time you weren't there.
The whole time we were there. Twice. The whole time we were there. In the fucking 3-hour span we were there, she filled it up twice. Jesus.
She filled it up when you went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then, because Justin asked for it, he's like, she came over, she's like, hey, do you guys need a fill up? And then Justin was like, yes.
She came over willingly?
Yeah.
When I wasn't there.
Yeah, when you went to the bathroom.
I wonder why.
And then
Justin
Justin
the guy
like,
that was giving me left hooks left and right. He's gone. Finally, I can go walk over there peacefully. Dang. Yeah,
dude, I was going in.
You were.
I was hangry too, dude. I was hangry. That morning, I was hangry. I was hungry. Damn, that's funny. That's really funny.
I know you
were killing me, dude.
the whole trip, dude.
But most importantly, was it funny?
It was funny.
It was funny.
That's all that matters.
For us, yeah, but the people
I don't know, for the people around us, no, they weren't safe. No one was safe.
Nobody was safe, dude. Left, right hooks were coming out of nowhere, dude. They couldn't stop it.
Yeah,
I couldn't even stop it.
me neither, dude.
I can push it, bro. Yeah.
So this all spawned from the vegan restaurant.
Yeah.
The whole time. No meat. We're at a vegan restaurant. It says vegan restaurant. It's a vegan restaurant.
And then you're like, the fuck is impossible meat?
You're just like saying,
the fuck is dude, artificial meat.
Yeah, and then Justin was explaining it to you, and then you're like, no, me.
So you're like, me it's meat, but it's not me.
Yeah,
it's me, but it's not me.
Dude, the whole time, dude. The whole time, dude, I was like,
yeah.
I'm like, we're in the middle of the fucking.
I know the
restaurant, dude. And everybody can hear us loud and clear, dude.
People walking by to get the water, get the lemon, a lime, the salsa.
One person walked by to get water, bro. Nobody grabbed salsa.
They did grab salsa. I was there. I saw it. I was behind you.
Because you were facing us.
Yeah, I was facing you.
Yeah.
That shit was funny.
But we go back to the hotel.
Yeah, we went back to the hotel after all.
We got ready. We took a nap. Yeah, we did take a nap.
I didn't take a nap.
That was the day we were tired.
I was slumped as fuck.
We all were. I know you said you were going to take a nap. Because that made me want to take a nap.
No, I thought we went to the gas station.
You showered. I took a nap.
Oh, that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to the gas station afterwards to get the buzzball.
Mm-hmm.
With Justin. He came with us too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then after, we stopped by McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Because we're like, we might as well get some food. And then we go get McDonald's.
Make our
way
way
walk
back
to the hotel room. And then I played peak ass at anime.
One Piece.
What did you say? Because this episode was so weird. It was an episode where Sanji's on this island full of trannies, basically, yeah. and you're all like, when your homie tells you he's watching some peak anime, and this is the episode he puts on.
Yeah, it's funny because I know One Piece is peak, dude. I love the episode. The fighting is cool, but it's funny how the one time Oscar pulls it up to finally like he has us here. He can show us how peak it is. And it's an episode where it's like, it's not fighting or nothing. Yeah. It's just something totally random.
It's Sanji running away from trannies.
Yeah.
It was funny, dude.
Yeah. I was laughing because I was like, dude, like, I was expecting a fight,
I'm not going to lie. I finally got to the fight a couple episodes ahead.
I know, dude. Because you told me like a couple episodes later, that's when back to peak.
Yeah.
I was looking at him like,
yeah, and then Justin was judging. He's like,
Justin was judging. His girl was judging.
I know. His girl was there too. So
I was just watching, bro. I was like, this is where I left off. I'm going to keep watching.
I'm going to put peak anime. You just watching anime. It's fucking that episode. I'm like, I'm so lost right now, dude. I thought I was just fighting. Where's the fighting part at?
Not all anime is all about fighting.
It's about story.
It's about story.
Oh, that was all right. I got some beatboxes.
But then we ate McDonald's, and then after we started drinking.
Yes, we did.
And then we were waiting for your sister to come, right?
Yeah.
Because we were going to go to the club. This is...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what
we're going to do.
This is Thursday, right? Yeah.
Yes.
We're pre-gaming before... We don't have to spend that much money over there.
Yeah, at the club. Mm-hmm. And then we looked it up beforehand. It's a 4-minute walk from our hotel room. So we're waiting for Justin's sister to pull up to our hotel room and pre-game a little bit before we go to the club. And so, yeah, we started drinking, and then Jocelyn pulls up, and then we killed the buzzball. And we killed all the beatboxes, you know?
And the wine we had around.
Because oh my God, did we tell him about the room story?
We did, yeah. But we didn't tell him that we also got more free drinks.
Corrupted, dude.
I forgot about that. I actually forgot about that.
Then you sent me to go negotiate to get more free drink cards.
Yeah.
And I got us some.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Corruption hit you guys like a truck. Huh?
And there was actually some drinks that were good, and because I didn't like the wine.
The vodka one, the pineapple vodka.
The vodka one was so good.
The seltzer one.
Who chose that one?
I chose the pineapple. It's because I got the wine. Justin wanted the wine.
Man of taste, right here.
You wanted the other wine that was like with the
gay wine.
Yeah, that one.
What?
And then I chose
the LGBTQ.
You could have just said the rainbow.
Okay, the rainbow wine. You guys can see why I called it the gay wine.
when I was a kid. A rainbow meant just colors. But
that's true. That did mean it.
It meant like leprechauns.
Yeah, leprechauns, treasure.
Well, you know damn well what we're calling it when we were there.
Yeah,
back in the day, back in our day.
Back in our day. But yeah, then I got one for myself.
Here, I'm gonna pull it up so they don't attack us.
I love Jamie.
Jamie.
Big gay bro. What is that? What the heck? Gay wine doesn't mean it's gonna be. They know what you're talking about.
They don't know that. What was it called? House wine. It was house wine like this, right?
Oh, wine in a
Kinda,
can.
yeah, like house wine like that.
Wine in a can. Wine in a
In a can. It was a can.
Wine can.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, here we go.
House wine can. I'm surprised you remember that.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't.
He just barely call it gay wine.
I only remember it because it's gay wine. So that's how I remember it. I'm not saying it's gay.
It's not even gay wine. It's called Rainbow Edition.
But we called it gay wine.
We?
Oh, now it's not.
Oh, look,
we.
this is the one. This is the red one we had.
This is the red one we had.
Yeah.
Original red blend.
But yeah, after that,
we
we were up in the room drinking, and I was getting so tired, dude. Like I was tired from today. The food was putting me into a coma.
Dude, we were tired.
I was getting slumped. Oh yeah, Oscar was slumped with me for a bit too, but Oscar put some fuerza and then he started waking up.
Oh, dude, I revived you with fuerza. Oh, this is the day you didn't want to go out.
Yeah, I didn't want to go out.
All right, so yeah, go on. Tell them how you were feeling.
So I was telling them. I was slumped, and then I was like, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna go out. And in the end, Oscar and Justin and his girl go somewhere, I think, or Justin goes somewhere, and then we're gonna meet up with him in the lobby.
You went to your room.
I want to get some stuff.
Oh yeah, and then we're gonna head down to the room,
Mhm.
and then Oscar looks at me, and I tell him like, I don't think I'm gonna head out. I'm too tired. And then he's like, he looks at me and he's like, come on. And then
I was telling him you're only young this once. Come on.
And then it didn't work, so he left.
It didn't work.
And then I'm like, I go back to the bed. I go back there for like a minute, and I'm still in my fit. And on my head, I'm like, they're gonna come back. And then I'm just on my phone. I think I put it to charge for like a little bit.
He wanted us to come back. That's why he didn't change. That's why he didn't change.
I knew you weren't gonna leave me there.
Imagine we actually left him there.
I knew.
Damn, they don't care about me.
It's 1 in the morning. They must.
They must be still coming, right?
They must have stuck in the elevator.
Yeah. But a couple, like 2 or 3 minutes later, the door opens.
Because Jocelyn, Chelsea, and everybody were there.
Yeah.
And they left with Justin.
No, they left with you.
They left with you, and I went with my girl to go get some stuff.
Yeah, and I was like, come on, let's go. And you're like, no. I'm like,
I'm going to stay, yeah. And then
leave.
you guys all left. And then I just hear the door, the click. And then I'm like, oh. I smile.
It's because we were downstairs playing we were just playing on the games, you know?
Oh, really?
Waiting for Justin and his girl to come down to tell him the news.
Yeah, so we're there. And they're like, oh, we're downstairs. Come down. Okay, cool. So I go down there, you know?
Uh-huh.
I go down there, and then I'm like, where's Lonzo? He's not going. What do you mean he's not going? He's not going. He is going.
And then I was like, and then I told him, and then I told Justin specifically, let's go bully him to come.
Then we go upstairs. We bust into that room.
Chink. And then Justin walked in first.
You hear us, huh?
Yeah.
You know exactly what I was there for.
No. He was like, what the fuck you mean you're not coming? And then they come. I'm like, oh, I'm slumped. And I was like, hee hee hee, I'm slumped. And they're like, come over here. So then you guys dragged me out of bed.
We literally dragged him out of bed. We grabbed him by his arms and legs.
And legs, yeah. Took me to the other room because we had 2 rooms. He took me out of the bedroom. And then Justin hits me with like, come on, let's go. And then he gives me a proposition. Mm-hmm. If you beat everybody, rock, paper, scissors, 5 of us, then you can stay.
You can stay.
And I'm like, that sounds like a deal. I'll take that deal.
That's not even fair.
I like those odds.
I like those. That's literally how it sounded like.
I like those odds. 5 against 1.
5 against 1. I like those odds.
And then first I have to play Stephanie.
You lost to her.
I lost.
First round.
First round.
He sucks, dude.
Then I'm like, all right, then I just go back to the room and put on my shoes. And then we head out.
That's all I needed.
That's all.
We just needed some motivation.
I just wanted to feel loved.
Yeah.
Cared about.
Yes. Then we made our way to the club.
We were walking to the club.
To the club.
We were walking to the club, and as we get there, we walk down the street, and then we pull up to this place that says club, and there's nobody in there.
We start yanking the door.
We start pulling on the door. We thought they were indoor. Nope, it was locked. And we go on the maps, and it said it was open. And then we get there, and it was closed. Even though on maps it said it was open.
Yes.
Yeah, that was just down the street from Jupiter Bar. So then we're like, fuck it. Let's go back to the arcade. Because that shit was a vibe.
It was a vibe.
And they're like,
no, actually, before we went there, we went to another bar.
Yeah, right by it.
Oh, yeah, because right by it, there was a bar with an arcade. Oh, my God. This is when Jocelyn bought us the fucking shots.
Tequila shots. This is the
taste it, bro. I can taste it.
So we head on to this new bar to check out the vibes and everything.
Oh my God, this is the night where we took so many shots. Was this the night? No, this is the night.
This is the night.
This is the night.
This is the night,
This is the
dude.
night.
The
Oh
night
my
perished.
We all perished. I think as soon as we walked in, we ordered shots, right?
And we walked out.
You know, and then
Yeah.
we vibed for a little bit. And
Yeah.
then we ordered more drinks.
We passed the Pac-Man machine. Just like, let's play. I'm like, I'm down.
Mhm.
Go to the bathroom. I come back and I don't see Justin and his girl, but I see you and Roslyn and Chelsea
At the bar.
Yeah, and then Roslyn offers me a shot, and I tell her no initially.
And then she's like, come on, huh?
And then I felt bad because like, oh, you guys were gonna take a shot, and I was like, all right, fine, I'll take a shot with you guys. I asked her, what are you guys taking? She's like, Don Julio. I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll take one. She's like, all right. So then we all fucking I could taste it just talking about it. We all get our shots, and then like we cheers, and I couldn't chug it all. I tried, bro. I tried chugging it all, but it's so much.
I tasted tequila from yesterday.
I know.
I could taste the tequila from that.
You reminded me.
I know.
But I took I took like 75% of it, and then I took the rest. Oh,
You didn't have a lime neither, huh?
I did have a lime.
Oh, you
I
did?
needed the lime.
Talk about
And then-
that.
And then after we go play Pac-Man.
Yeah,
And then-
from there we left.
That's when you got a shot. Or did you
Red
have
Bull
a shot?
vodka.
I had Red Bull vodka, man.
Yeah, I
Yes.
got one for Stephanie too, right? I mean,
I think.
Yeah, she had one too.
Yeah, we had two.
and then she gave it to me and Alonzo. I
Yeah.
was like, oh,
Those are huge.
Yeah, and we couldn't leave to the other bar unless
Yeah.
we finished this.
yeah, no,
We could just leave it there, but
Why? Money.
Yeah, no, we don't waste
Yeah,
money.
you
around
don't waste
here.
money like
we
that.
don't waste money like
Yeah,
that.
so we just chugged it.
So me and
Yeah.
Alonzo killed it.
We chugged.
And I thought we were gonna be there for a minute, so I
To
left
be
my
honest,
card.
you chugged it all.
Did I?
I took like
Did I?
don't remember
I took
that.
I took like a big swig, and
Uh-huh.
then after you chugged the entire thing,
I don't remember that.
I was like, "Holy fuck, Alonzo! I
No
wanted
way.
some more." It's because I remember I wanted some more,
Oh,
and then you chugged it all. I was like, "God damn it! All right, let's go." And then we go to another bar.
Dude, and I was leaving, and I forgot I
Oh,
left my card
yeah.
open. Oh, I left my card open.
Your card open?
Yeah, so they asked you in the beginning, like, open or close.
Yes.
Close means you just pay whatever for whatever you got, and then that's it. You know, if you leave it open, they have your card, and they just keep scanning how many drinks you get. If they don't keep running the little card. So then I was leaving. I'm like, oh, my card, and I go in there. I'm like, and you told me that you took shots. I'm like, well, let me get a shot. Let me get a shot. And I took a shot, and then I took a shot, and then I closed my card, and I took it.
Holy
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I didn't know.
Because
That.
you guys were waiting for me.
You
Yeah,
were
we're
waiting.
outside.
Yeah, so I
Me,
thought I'm like,
Roslyn, Reffany, we're outside.
Revenue.
We're just outside chilling.
Revenue. That's a good one.
We're just outside. We're talking about
That's
New
good.
York and shit. Like, what's the next trip we could plan? We're just talking about New York.
Mhm.
And then I was waiting. You took long, dude.
I took a shot.
Only you?
Even
Damn.
I didn't see that, dude.
I took a shot because
Even
you guys
I
were
didn't know.
outside. I ran inside. I fucking asked him, yo, close my card, but first let me get a shot, and then close it. And he said, all right.
Funny.
And then he's like, all right, here you go. And all right, cool. I took a shot. Here's your card. And I just grabbed my card, and I left. I felt like I went pretty quick. I thought
Yeah,
I
you
was-
were quick, dude.
I thought I was
You were
quick with it.
And then we left. We go to Jupiter Bar, which was the arcade we went to the night before.
Whoa.
Or
Yes.
2 nights ago?
The night before.
The night before, yeah.
Night before.
We liked it so much.
We liked it so much we had to go back again, for the vibes.
Yeah.
Bar, arcade,
Mhm.
cheap enough to play games and keep you entertained,
Yeah. And
So,
I think as soon as we pulled up, straight to the bar.
straight to the bar. And all you guys were going to order a shot.
Yeah, I wanted to get a shot, and then I convinced.
And
you didn't want one.
I didn't want one, dude.
No, I remember. I think I was talking to you.
The whole group got a group shot, and I didn't
Yeah.
want one. I didn't want one, dude. What did you guys drink? Tequila?
Tequila.
I thought about it, dude. I'm not gonna lie. The peer pressure was getting to me, but I was like, no. Because they're gonna keep. Because I knew you guys were gonna keep drinking. I was like, I'm gonna get some later. Like I'm like, no.
You could have taken the group shot and then
not
get some later.
Listen, we'll get to it. So they take all the group shot. I sat in the booth waiting for them.
Did I show you the video?
You
didn't see it? I showed Justin yesterday.
Airdrop it to my computer so then I could pull it up on the screen.
Okay.
It was quite fun, dude.
It was.
You know who paid for that?
It was free.
For you guys, yeah. I paid for it.
Let me guess. $106.
Dude, I don't know. I didn't check.
No,
but we did rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
And I lost instantly, dude.
For who pays for the shots?
Yes.
Instantly lost, dude. I said, oof.
Look at my depressed ass just watching.
Dude, I remember I was hella pondering the shot, dude. It was because I smelt it, and I was like,
dude, I was able to smell it from the booth, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. Everybody took.
And then Justin was saying that they were asking for a lime too.
We had to ask the bartender for
a lime.
I asked for a lime, dude.
Oh, I took a video.
I guess you did.
I guess I did. I don't remember. Let me pull it up. Let me see.
That's when I took Jocelyn's lime.
Yeah. Oh, really? You took it right there?
Right there. Go back a little bit.
Oh my god, bro, Alonzo, you took sips. Oh my god.
You take my lime.
This hurts me to
you
watch.
Take my lime. Sorry,
yeah, at the end, you took my lime.
Oh yeah, I have it over here.
Well, you got the video too, Oscar?
Oh yeah, I got the video too.
Pull it up.
But how many shots is that for everybody? Count them up.
Get up.
And it was like double shot. That shit wasn't no small.
Dude, I don't know what they asked. They said, "Give me everything. Fill that shit to the brim."
Yeah.
Oh, like Kevin's father yesterday, dude.
Oh my god, yeah. Just filled to the brim.
That más poquito. He said, "Poquito." Filled it to a brim. I said, "Oh my gosh, no way."
Group shot.
Do you have it? Also?
Yeah, I'm airdropping it right now. But yeah, I got it's not that long. It's only 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
But
the back view now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, that's how many shots for everybody? Roslyn.
And it's crazy because you got to think about
Reffany, Roslyn, Rolonzo.
You got to think about everything we were drinking at the hotel also.
I know.
Oh my god,
fucking
I know.
Biggie.
The Biggie.
The boxes, the wine.
Dude, our livers were fucked that week, dude.
Dude, that week.
Everything was caught up to me that week. That's why I didn't want to go out there.
I didn't catch no break.
The quality's better on
I think that's why I took the line. That's why I took it.
Look, Alonzo's sipping it. How can you do that? I can't. Oh,
go back to me robbing the.
I want to see Justin too.
Robbing the Redmond.
The Redmond.
Like I see, I'm like, oh, there's one in there.
Like moth to a flip.
Moth.
He's like, he looked at it and like,
yeah. And look at Justin trying to go for 11 right now. Dude.
I must just say this. I'm glad I didn't take that group shot. Because oh boy, I got it.
So
it creeped up on me later.
After this, I know some of you guys got drinks, but me and Oscar went straight to the ping pong machines, and we were talking to Ross.
Ping pong.
To the, you know what I meant.
What games are you playing over there, buddy?
No, stop. Please.
I don't even know what they're called. The pinball.
The
ping pong machine.
Ping pong machines.
We went to the pinball machines, and then we're talking with Oscar. Me and Oscar were saying we should go play Mario Kart again, and then
just like that shit, huh?
Yeah, and then we were gonna play Rosalind rest.
Relsi.
That was a good one. Reffany. But we're gonna play again, and Oscar's talking mad shit. He's like, I'm gonna win again, dude. I don't care. And then I'm like, I say a bet. I'm like, the loser has to take a shot. And then they're like, yeah, I'm down. They all sit down. Then Oscar's like, ooh, like, good thing I'm not going to be in last place. Oscar's talking hella shit. He's like, yeah, I know how to drift. He's like, I came first place last time. I'll do it again. He's talking
shit, dude.
Talking out his ass.
I'm talking out my ass, bro.
No filter, dude.
Yeah.
No filter.
And then he's like, I know only one of those two are over there going to take the shot. Bro, like, what the hell?
It sucks because I was trying to pick Luigi and I missed and I picked Pac-Man. I was like, God damn it, dude. And then I was trying to pick the Luigi hat and I get the fucking other hat, bro. That shit's so fucking hard to choose.
That shit got fucked.
You know what fucked me up, though? Roslyn fucked me up. to start. She's like, because honestly, I started with this baboon.
I hit you first, no? And then
no. It was the question you asked before the game started. Hey, Rosalind, how do you drift? And she was all like, "Oh, you hit the brakes." And
yeah.
And I was like, "The brakes? Let me give it a shot." And then we start. And then the first corner that comes up, I hit the brakes. My car slows down, and stops. And I'm like, "What the fuck? No. And then I keep going, And then I try it again at the next turn. And it slows down. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it no more. This is sabotage. This is sabotage. This is what they want. You know?
He eavesdropped.
I was eavesdropping, dude, and then I was like, nah, this isn't working. I'm gonna do what worked the first time. And I was just taking it nice and slow, right? And then like we're on the last lap, dude. I'm like in second place, about to pass first.
No, you were in first place.
I was in first place.
Yeah.
I was in first place, dude.
We were right behind you, though.
Everyone was right on my ass, dude. Fuck, dude. I get hit with 2 items back to back. Boom, the person behind me, I don't know who it was, Chelsea or you?
I think it was Rosalind.
Rosalind? It would be Rosalind. Rosalind hits me, dude. And then after that, who's
I
next?
hit you.
And then Alonso hits me. And then Chelsea didn't hit me. Rossi didn't hit me.
No, she just drove by you.
She just drove by me, dude, because that's how I was down bad, dude. And then they passed me.
I remember because when I passed you, you were like about to start walking again, and then I hit you, and then you spun around again.
You motherfucker, dude.
And then you couldn't move.
Couldn't move, dude.
He's like, I'm back to the start.
Yeah, and then they all beat me, dude. And then I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like,
and then you took a shot.
And then now that I came last, I was like, this is exact. I'm happy I didn't take that shot with you guys.
Yeah, and it's when I have a video of taking the shot too.
Yeah,
airdrop it to you. But when we went over to the bar to get a shot, there's people ordering in front of us, and one of the guys, he dropped his shot glass.
Oh yeah, I saw
drink.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, because he like grabbed it and he was like dragging it over to the corner or something.
I didn't see. I just saw when it fell.
And then he just dropped it and it fell all over and it just spilled. And I was like, God damn.
Damn, no good.
Yeah, and then I don't know if he had to pay for it or what, but something happened.
Baboons.
Yeah, dude. And
also taking this shot.
And then, we got Oscar his tequila shot, and he took it like a champ, dude.
What a real hero.
Look yeah.
He took my shot like a champ.
He was like, he's sizing it up.
The little. Oh, how could you? I
couldn't do that, dude. I couldn't smell it like that close, dude.
I wasn't smelling it. I was taking sips, so I could chug it all.
Oh.
I was taking.
Oh, like a champ. Oh. I feel it. Oh, I feel it.
Oh,
I feel it. That gulp is the farthest one, dude.
Do it again. See it.
It's because I was taking sips, so I could just never chug it.
Right there. I don't know how you do that.
What? Just little sips?
Like that right there. Ugh. Oh. Preparing your throat.
Dude, my tummy was
barking up the tree.
My tummy was barking up the right tree, dude.
The right tree.
And then I just took that whole shot, dude.
Oh, he can't.
Shout out to Alonzo, bro. He bought me the shot.
Alonzo.
Ah, damn.
And then I got some water and I fucking chugged it, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I could taste it.
I can taste it.
Well, yeah, and then after that, what did we do, Alonzo? Oh yeah, we went to go get revenge on Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, we're playing pinball machines, and then we're like, let's go play the Donkey Kong game. We gotta beat it today. Yeah, and we were on that shit for a while.
Dude, that game.
Finally, that
game was so fun, dude.
It was so fun, yeah.
It was fun, but dude, it was clapping our cheeks.
We never beat level 1, sadly.
Yeah, we did the first time. The first day we were there, we beat it, didn't we?
No, you were about to beat it. You were so close. You were right at the top, and then it was like hella hard to like get the next one. But you're the closest though.
Not close enough. But then we started playing pinball machines. I went back to the Spider-Man pinball machine. I went to Venom. I went to Alonzo put money in for me to play the
Jaws,
the Game of Thrones one.
Oh, I did. I don't remember.
And then I played the Jaws one. You were there.
I was there. Twas there.
And then we just kept playing. And then you came over to the Jaws one.
Yeah.
And then that's when I saw Reffany.
Oh,
and she had her. You guys had ordered a fancy drink. It was
I don't even know what it's called.
It was a smoothie.
Really?
Yeah, it was like a cocktail smoothie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Slushy
it looked really good, and I was like, "Yo, can I try it?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then I take a sip. I'm like, "Oh, is it good?" And then I was like, "All right." And then I'm like, "I'll try this." And then it was good, huh?
I don't remember trying it. What was it? Blue?
Like red? I think red, yellow.
It was pink.
Pink,
red. Yeah.
Really? I don't remember.
that?
No. I really don't remember that drink at all.
And then this is all I remember from that. I remember you were ordering so many drinks, dude. I never saw this man without a drink.
Dude,
No.
the thing is, I had a drink.
You had so many drinks.
I had a drink, and then I don't know where it went.
Oh my god, you would lose your drinks?
I'll lose my drink. I think it was the one I gave it to Stephanie, and then Stephanie gave it to you guys.
So
And you're like, where'd
your
my
drinks were
drink
going down the.
Yeah, it was going down the rabbit hole, dude. Because I'd be like,
Because no, I swear to God, you would order a drink for yourself and then one for her.
I don't know, because I would leave.
Because I've seen you with some Crown. We seen you with some Red Bull vodkas.
Because I'm like, yeah,
And then later on, we got the smoothie one, and that one was good. That one was good. And then yeah, dude. And then eventually, Alonso's like, "Let's go see if the sticker's there." We're like, "Yeah." We go to the bathroom.
Oh my god. We go to the bathroom together.
Yeah.
And we do our business. And as we go to wash our hands, I don't know who says it.
There was this random guy in there, right?
Two random guys. One's in the stall. One's just chilling or something.
Taking a piss. And then me and Alonso walk in, and then I'm like, "Oh, you see that sticker, Alonso?
Which sticker? The fish one?
Yeah. I think that's that famous podcast group called the Now We're Thinking Podcast.
Oh shit! I heard they came to visit the bar here.
Yeah. You saw that episode?
Yeah, you can find them on Apple, Spotify, YouTube.
We were just riffing, dude. We were just acting.
Dude, we're good. We're loud too.
Yeah, we're loud. We act like we're not a part of it. We're like, oh, those guys are good, huh?
Yeah, they're really good. We should check them out.
Yeah. Like dumbasses.
Yeah, we were loud too. And you said the guy turned around, right?
eavesdropping, huh?
Yeah, she was funny. We need a QR code.
We
so
do
they can
need a
check it out.
QR code.
But
Oh, yeah.
that was hilarious. But then afterward, we come out, we play some more Donkey Kong. We're taking pictures and having a good time. And towards the end, this is where everything gets fuzzy for me because I remember after we started playing Donkey Kong, I saw
fucked up.
I saw everybody at one of the tables towards the front, and then I do like a little spin around. I go back to that table and everybody's gone. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna sit here anyways. I'm sitting here. I'm looking down, trying to control myself. I'm on manual breathing now. I look up. Justin is at the bar. Oscar's at the bar. They're like yapping it up. I have pictures I was trying to take.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You guys at the bar. They're not good pictures, but
And you're just chilling at the fucking corner.
yeah. And then I'm like,
Eavesdropping.
And he's dropping, dude.
Roslyn wanted to do karaoke. I was like, I'm down. I'll do some fuerza.
dude, I was down too, but they closed early.
They closed, yeah.
But you guys were at the bar, and I'm like, what the hell? I don't know what you guys were talking about. You guys are very invested in the conversation. You guys are like yapping up a sesh. I was like, all right. Do you guys remember that?
No.
Really?
Fucking hell no, dude.
I was trying to take, I was like zooming in. I was like, no, these aren't good pictures. But I saw you guys at the bar, and I was, did you see your hand?
He's trying to get the attention of that guy.
Moth to a live. So.
Yeah, but you guys were there yapping for a bit. And then I think I finally
Did you-
stand up.
Did you buy a shot
Yeah, he buys tequila shots when we were about to leave.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
for all of
I
us
don't
or
recall.
what?
No, he bought 2. And then you're like, oh, someone has to finish it. He looks at us. Then I look at Oscar. I'm like, really?
Did
And
I
then
take it or did we?
We both took it.
We both.
You guys
took
took
it.
it?
Yeah, we both
I didn't even
took
take
it.
one.
No,
you took your own.
You took your
Oh,
own. You know.
Oh, my throat.
Dude, the tequila, huh?
Ugh.
Oh.
So
I
then
was
we
done for
we
you.
took it.
So then we took the shot, yeah. And then after that, the real
Okay.
party started. We're trying to get home.
Oh my god! And then after that, we left because it was closing.
It's closing, yeah. To turn
Oh.
off the machines, so we had to bounce.
I know, like 20 minutes before.
I know they start turning off the machines kind of early, huh?
I'm like, damn, all right.
They're like, right on time. They want to get out of here.
I know, this is at 2 we out of here. All right.
But yeah, we start heading out and
Jupiter Bar. For those who aren't listening, don't know what we're talking about. Jupiter Bar in Seattle, Washington.
check it out.
It is such a fucking vibe. The owner there was yapping it up and being chill with my boy Justin.
Mm-hmm. Two cool vibes. I
Highly recommend Jupiter Bar. And
Sure.
if you go into the men's bathroom, you'll see a Now We're Thinking
Oh.
podcast fish sticker, our logo of the podcast, which is the fish on the
Tag us on Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, we'll give you a shout out. But yeah, it's on the paper towel dispenser.
To all our Seattle, Washington viewers.
Yeah,
This one's
such
for
a vibe.
you. Cleveland, this one's for you.
But then the real mission starts, dude. Getting home.
Going home, dude.
So first we had to drop off the girls.
We didn't want to go to that sketchy street again.
Crackhead,
Crackhead Street?
alleyway.
Yeah, it
Crackhead
was
out.
just that alleyway. Huh?
It was a street.
Crackhead Street.
Remember when we had to walk through that on the way to the bar?
Yeah, because we didn't know about it at the time.
Yeah.
And then when we walked
I
it was like,
did.
Well, we thought like we're not gonna go through here, are we?
You know, earlier in the day or something, how you're like that street down there is sketchy.
No, because when we're on our way back from, it was that same day. We're on our way back from
something.
It was at night too. I just know
you knew already though. You didn't want to go down that street.
We're gonna go by that street.
Yeah,
and there was a bunch of homeless there and crackheads, and we're just like, dude. And then you're like, you guys ready? I'm like, dude, we got to pass by that street. You know that? And then you're like, no, we don't. I'm like, yeah, we do.
They cleanse the pearls.
Yeah.
And then there was a bunch of homeless people on one side of the street. And then on the other, wasn't as many. So we cross the street and we go on the side with not as many. And then luckily we were undisturbed. And then we crossed and we got there fine. But the second time we were there, we went around.
Yeah, we went around the whole block.
Yeah, went the long way.
Yeah, and there's actually like no one on the other side.
And it was a vibe. I enjoyed it. Yeah. I enjoyed the walk. That boy Alonzo still thought he was funny back then.
Oscar said that he was on the lookout looking around because
I was protecting.
You're the only one that like.
I was the only one that was the most sober
to like,
even though I was still to remember. Up.
I know, dude. I think I would have been quite a tussle if it was a crackhead and me, dude. For sure.
Who's going down first?
I know, dude. I was stumbling. He's stumbling. None of us.
None of us taking damage.
Yeah. I'd record, dude. So I got $5 on the crackhead.
I got it on Justin too.
I'm invincible. Though, you know? When I'm hammered, nothing can beat me.
He doesn't feel damage.
But dude, we're all. I don't know. That walk back was so fun. It was fun and funny.
It was funny.
I don't know. We were all just laughing so hard. Yeah. I think we just kept laughing about how I said that. So.
You did say that. Yeah, you were saying it again.
Yeah, because you still were hollering.
And then you were saying other things. You were saying like, I think I finally called Rosalind.
Yeah.
And then she burst out laughing and she's like,
oh yeah.
Because I was calling you Rusted, and then I called her Rosalind, and then it was funny.
She was like, why do you say that?
Who wrote Rustin?
Because you started with Rustin.
Yeah. And then I called Rosalind, and then I was like, oh, that's pretty good. That matches pretty good, actually.
Rosalind.
And then she asked why we say that, and I'm sure the listeners want to know why we say that.
I don't know. I just one day.
Well why?
Why?
Scooby-Doo.
I don't know. I just woke up one day and I came in and I was like, I'm gonna call this guy Rustin. Mm-hmm. And then I started calling you Rosker. And then you called me Rolonzo, and I was like, that's really funny.
Scooby calls Shaggy Raggy. So Rustin, Rosker, Rolonzo.
Roshlin, Refany. I like Refany. I like that one. That was really good.
Hey, Refany.
Sorry, Refany. She's gonna beat me up when she hears this podcast.
Yeah.
We're back. Took a little break.
The camera had a charge, but we were getting to the hotel room where we dropped. We're getting to the hotel where we dropped off Roslyn and Relcy.
Yes, and we make our way to the bathroom because we really got to go.
We really had to go.
And we make our way to the same unisex bathroom as we went to yesterday.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never been into a bathroom where
both genders can go in.
Both genders can go in.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt kind of weird.
It did, yeah, because
like we all just walk in and like we all go into our own stalls.
No, dude, I don't remember any of this, dude.
Really?
Oscar showed me a picture. I'm like, when did we go down there?
Yeah, so we went down there and then we took some pictures on that mirror.
Yeah.
That Alonzo updated his profile picture too.
Yes.
I know these things.
You know that mirror? I remember that mirror.
It's the one that Alonzo updated his picture.
That mirror went so hard he had to update his profile picture.
Yeah, I like the mirror. It's cool.
I sent you pictures, remember?
Yeah.
But yeah, here I'm gonna just airdrop me this one, and then pull it up on the screen.
It was cool.
But yeah, after we're done fighting demons in the bathroom, then we just took a picture like we were fine afterwards.
Yeah, like we were fine afterwards. Dude, like nothing happened.
Like nothing happened. And then
the battle. That was a fucking hecticness, dude. On the way back.
On the way back, it was.
I don't remember nothing, dude.
You don't remember nothing?
It was bad on the way back.
This was the photo we took.
I thought you took a couple.
I did, but this is the cutest one.
Look
at this. Oh, look here.
Rolonzo. my petite Latina.
My tapatio bottle.
My tapatio bottle.
Ring.
But yeah, so then we took that picture, and then when we say goodbye to Roslyn and Chelsea. They go up to their room. Me and Rustin and Rolonzo and Refany get into the elevator. We get out the first floor and we head back to the hotel room.
Yes,
and our hotel.
We take a crosswalk, and then that's when trouble starts. And then we take a get pause because I think the heels were hurting your Refany. So then she's like, wait, you know. And then since we paused, the tequila shot from earlier started to hit me. I felt like it might throw.
That ass? Like, yeah, he did say that, dude. He said he wanted to throw up. I was like, not now.
Because we stopped. We finally stopped, and had nothing to do, you know? So that's all I could think about.
All the bad memories came back.
Yeah, then I was like, I found my throw. And I was like, I don't feel good. And I was telling Roscoe, Roscoe was holding you guys. And then I'm like, Oscar, I don't feel good. And he's like, wait, no. Oscar's like, no.
Not you too.
Not you too.
Yeah.
And then
I was being the parent on the way home.
And then I was stumbling. I was stumbling on the way home. I just stumbled behind you guys.
Stumbling right behind us.
Just holding on to Oscar. Just
basically.
No, I wish. I was holding on for a while, and then I didn't want to lose the balance. And then, I was just walking. I was wobbling like this, in a zigzag. I was going left and then go right.
The perimeter.
Yeah. But I had my head, and I was walking.
So
So Oscar was taking a gander, he's still alive back there.
Yeah.
But then we finally get to the hotel room, and then we see that chill ass night shift lady.
Oh yeah. And we saw her when we left too, and she's like, bye, and she's like, oh, you guys got back.
You guys got back. Welcome.
Yeah.
We were dying, dude.
Yeah, we had a blast, lady. I'll say that. And she's like, you guys have a safe night now. You hear me? You know. And then we go up to our room, and then I asked Justin, do you need help? And he's like, no. And then I'm like, you're gonna need help.
Yeah. And then I'm like, I saw down the alleyway, the hallway.
Yes. I went back to my room first, and then these guys went.
Room. And then I take Justin and Stephanie to their hotel room.
Yes.
And then I let them in, and I'm like, all right, good night, Rustin.
Good night.
And then I was like, you got it? He's like, yeah, I got it. I was like, all right. I was like, text me if you need any help. Never texted me.
Dude, on my phone, I was throwing up, dude.
You were throwing up?
I was dying, dude.
Oh, no.
Because I'm like, dude, I got to throw up.
I didn't want to throw up, dude. I didn't want to get to that
I wanted to clear. I just wanted that reset button.
Yeah, just like a Wendover.
Please. Once I reset.
Was it worse than Wendover?
Well, it's because I didn't throw up.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't throw. Oh, Wendover. Did I throw up in Wendover?
What do you mean? We did
oh, no. I think about Portland.
Oh, Portland, no.
No,
you didn't throw up.
None of us threw up.
Yeah, because in Wendover we threw up, and then it makes it even better.
Yeah,
none of us threw up on the trip.
Yeah,
from what I know.
Wendover, and then on the way from Wendover, after, I'm like, it kind of mellows you out, you know? And then, but then I was throwing up, and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm thinking about water. The thing is, when I'm drunk, I start thinking about stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I think about stuff, and then I do it without thinking about things that are around it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, oh, she's like, she needs water. So I'm like, who has water? Rolonzo and Roscar have water. Yes. So I go outside.
We had a lot of water.
So I go outside. Didn't think about it, dude. Fucking door closed behind me. I looked at it, I'm like, fuck.
What time is this?
Dude, 1, maybe 2 in the morning.
No, it was 3 or 4 in the morning.
No, dude.
2, yeah, because we got out
we left
2.
around 2.
So it was so
3 in the morning.
4. So an hour later, I was fucking 3 out there, 3:30 maybe. I'm just like, fuck, dude. So I'm like, I'm out there in the door just knocking. Stephanie,
she's out there.
Refany,
amor.
Did she say she heard you or no?
No, she's out. She's clocked out, dude. So I'm like, I get back in there because I don't know if something can happen, you know. So I'm like, so I'm calling her like fucking 20 times, dude. I call like no answer, dude. FaceTime just so if I can get the little, you know, no answer, dude. I was like, I gotta go downstairs, you know, take a knee, and then try to get a key card to get access to my room. The lady was giving me a pop quiz, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, she was giving me 6 questions I gotta answer, dude.
And you're drunk.
I'm like, lady, dude, just give me. I proved that I'm the person.
You see me here for the past couple days.
Please let me into my room. And then she's like, okay, that's good enough. And then she let me in. And then I'm like, she wanted me to get a notification on my phone and then show her that it's actually me.
Yeah.
But I'm like, lady, okay, I'll do it, you know, but just please hurry up. I need to go back into my room, you know. And she's like, okay. And then she went back in there, and I just from there I got inside my room.
Did she give you a key card?
Yeah, she gave me a key card, and then from there she gave me a key card. I walked upstairs, and then I just clocked out, dude. I'm like, I'm tired of this. I'm
tired of this, Grandpa.
All because you wanted water,
dude.
You still didn't get your water.
I'm like, I'm tired of this, and I fucking just fell asleep, dude.
How long did that take? to get back into your room?
I don't know, dude. Everything is a blur to me right now, dude. It just bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
Only the common. Yeah, so that guy that clocked out, dude, I'm tired. So I'm tired.
I don't remember much about that. I just remember getting Alonzo. What did I do? Do you remember?
On the way when we got back into the hotel room?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he just changed and clocked out.
Yeah.
I was chugging water, dude.
Yeah,
I
we're
was
both
on the
drinking
couch
water.
chugging. I was like, no. I'm going to wake up dead tomorrow if I don't. No.
Then tomorrow came.
The morning came and me and Roscoe woke up like 30 minutes before we had a reservation for our Space Needle. So he wakes me up. And it was
dude, I knew they weren't going to make it. I knew they weren't going to make it, dude.
No, I woke up.
And I was hoping we were going to make it. That we would make it.
Uh-huh.
Because we fell asleep like at 4 a.m. Let's just say no later than that. And we had to be at the Space Needle reservations at 10:45 in the morning.
Oh, really? Was that early?
10:45.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And yeah, so we wake up like at 10, dude. And then we brush our teeth, get ready. We brushed our teeth, drank water, got ready, go downstairs, get some breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, you hit me with the plan. You're like, this is what we're going to do. We need to do this, and we're going to grab food and eat it on the way there so we have something in our tummy. Mm-hmm. And then it's funny because he told me he woke up first, and then he was trying to wake me up, and then he got me up. And then he's like, do you need a Tylenol? I'm like, yes, I need it. And then I wait for him. As soon as he opens that packet, I just jump up out of bed, and then I chug that Tylenol. I'm like, dude, I need that shit in my system.
We forgot to mention this. The day before when we went to go get McDonald's and the Buzzball, we stopped by the gas station, and we got some Tylenol and Powerade in case this happens. Remember?
With the Buzzball?
Yeah, because remember we went to the gas station.
Yeah.
And I got a Powerade.
Yeah, the shell.
And I bought a Tylenol just in case we get drunk tonight.
Yeah.
Just in case.
And that's why I bought it for.
And then it came in clutch.
It came in clutch.
Yeah, not me, dude. I fucking woke up like 10:40 something. I said, yep. I'm looking like this, like I had to do something right now. I just looked at the time, like, this time seems familiar, dude. Like, it seems important. It seems I had to be somewhere.
Yeah.
And I clocked out again.
You went back to sleep.
I clocked out.
But yeah, I gave you the Tylenol, and then you felt better.
Yeah, I did. And then we rushed. We got up, ready quickly, and then we made our way towards the Space Needle as we were eating. We quickly I bought a burrito. You bought a burrito too?
No, I bought a sandwich.
And then we just ate on the way.
Sandwich was good.
And it was a nice morning too. I remember.
Yeah, it was a nice morning stroll.
Uh-huh.
I had a Powerade. I had my electrolytes. I was good. I had some water.
Yep. Made our way to the Space Needle, and as we got to the front of the Space Needle, there was his brother
big brother.
A big brother took a misstep.
He took a stumble.
Oof. Did a little roll.
Tall, big white fellow. He was 6'6", I would say, 6'7", a little heavier, not too heavy, but he was a little heavier. And he falls, dude. He put his foot in between a corner of the grass and the sidewalk, and his foot, he stepped on the grass because it wasn't the level of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
He took a stumble, like if he rolled his ankle. And I was like, oh, damn, like right in front of me. And I felt bad. I was like, oh, you all right, man? He's like, yeah. And then I put my arm out to help him up. He pulls on me. Dude, I almost fell, dude. He almost pulled me down with him.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, bro. And then I grabbed my other hand.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. I grabbed his phone. Because he dropped his phone, and I grabbed it and I cleaned it off.
Yeah, and then I just helped him up, and then I kept going.
Yeah, and then he ran away.
He ran away?
He was talking to some people.
Like,
oh, really?
So I asked him, are you okay?
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
They were like behind him.
Oh. But
we get to the Space Needle.
Yes.
We go in line. We scan our tickets. We go through. I was scared they weren't going to let us through. But
yeah,
we got there right on time.
We did.
And then we're like, I wonder if Rosalind's here.
Yeah. We started making our way up the Space Needle.
The ramp.
The ramp, yes.
Yeah, around.
And we're like wondering like, I wonder if Rosalind, the others made it. And we're thinking like, we know the couple made it because they didn't go out with us. But we don't know if Rosalind and Relsley are here. And then as we're saying that, we're like in this little line just looking out, and there's a glass separating us from the other line where the elevators are.
From the other side across from us where we need to be to go up into this
Space Needle, yeah.
Yeah, the elevator.
And as I'm looking through, I see like, that looks like Rosalind over there. And then I look at Oscar like, is that Rosalind over there? And everybody? And then he's like, yeah, it is. And they're like, hey. And like, we're like,
we
Oscar's
start
trying
waving.
to get their attention. We start waving. They're like, oh, they You know, oh, that's...
And then I go on the Now We're Thinking page and I call Rosalind through the Now We're Thinking page. I'm like, look, it's us.
Yeah.
And I tell her, look to your right through the glass. She didn't. She never responded.
She never looked.
She never looked. We gave up.
Yeah.
Until she got up to the top, she saw the message.
Yes, and then as we were waiting in line, we saw like a little Space Needle Lego set. And it was really nice. It was
the Space Needle Lego set was sick. But what stood out to me was the little Spider-Man figurine swinging outside.
Yes.
I see that. I saw it. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, and then once we got to the spot where Rosalind and them were...
We looked to see if they could have saw us across the glass.
And they could have.
They could have.
Yeah, and Oscar was very big, so you could have definitely seen that guy. They just chose to ignore us.
But yeah, we get to the elevator. We get to the top of the Space Needle and boom. Corruption.
It was beautiful up there, looking down at all these peasants.
It was massive. It was beautiful.
Beautiful shots. We had so much fun up there. It was nice. Oscar was taking the camera because they had glass all around, thick glass, and it was giving out a glare, I think.
It was.
And then Oscar was like, I could take better footage. And there's little holes where he was stuck the camera through. And then he was gripping with both hands to make sure he doesn't fall off.
Yeah, because in between the glass, there's a whole gap where you could like see clearly, you know. But if you drop something, it's gonna fall to the bottom of the Space Needle.
Yes,
and that's where I would put the camera through. But as you can see right here, there's all the people that are
so many people up there.
Yeah,
and the glare right there. Yeah,
the glare is so bad.
Yes, so after a while, you're like, I know what to do.
Yeah, that's how I took.
Oh, I see the glare. Damn, that shit hella fucking shiny.
Yeah. It's weird how it doesn't really show how thick the glass is, but it was pretty thick.
When you go into the little like crevice between the glasses where it separates.
Yes.
You can see the thickness of the glass, can you?
Yeah.
I want to see.
It was thick.
Yeah, dude. At this point, I'm barely waking up, dude.
Yeah, and
So what's going on your point of view?
I'm just waking up. Yeah, I sound like, I'm like, dude, it's Space Needle. I'm like, once I saw the time and I looked at my phone. I'm like, yeah, I ain't making it, dude. I'll bend the knee on this one, and I'll meet you guys up at the next stop.
Right here's where I put it in the cracks, and it's beautiful. So much clearer.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Damn, it is nice.
I love the view from up there. It's so cool.
The water looks like ice.
Majestic, dude.
It's like ice.
Majestic, dude.
Especially like the little part where like it reflects the clouds. It looks like ice. I like it.
But how much later did you come?
Huh?
You didn't go. You didn't go till later, huh?
Yeah, I didn't go till later.
After.
Yeah,
we just met up for the garden glass like at 1:30 or something.
So yeah, we were up there. We run into Rosalind and Railsey and the rest of the group, and we say, hey, "What's up? How was last night for them? It was great." And we just have fun.
That's a cool shot, dude.
And then after, they said they were going to go downstairs to the bottom level of the Space Needle, which is the rotating floor.
Yes.
So then we go to the rotating floor. It's just some staircases down. And then once we go into the rotating floor, it's crazy because the whole floor is spinning around. And you could just see, like, you just feel, oh, this is funny. I wonder if you can hear what I said on this video. It's a third plane.
I know. I remember this. I was next to you for this.
You did. You were. Huh?
I was.
I said it. I was like,
you said it loud. You're like,
huh?
You said it loud with everybody around us.
I said it loud with a lot of people around us.
Yeah.
When don't I?
That's cool.
Me and Alonzo were being a little gay with each other, taking videos and pictures.
A little.
It was cool. Who has that picture of the group photo?
Justin.
I do.
The one we took down there?
Honorable mention.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that picture. I want to see it too.
But yeah, so we go to the rotating floor, and then after the rotating floor and the Space Needle, it was really cool. I mean, our initial thoughts and reaction about the Space Needle. I've never been up that high. I mean, Vegas has one, but I've never been up to the one in Vegas. But the one in Seattle was really nice because it was right by the bay. And I really thought the bay was cool. And it was just cool. It was different, you know, especially how that had that second indoor floor where it's just a rotating floor, you know.
Yes.
I thought that was really cool. And yeah, I I really liked the Space Needle to see it at day, and then at night we also went back at night, and it was just really cool. And it's a vibe, you know. It's just a cool thing it's just a cool attraction to go to, and just to see the city from a high level, just to see all the scenery in the city. It was cool.
I liked it. It was cool too. It was a vibe. And then afterwards, we just went down to meet up with Rustin that had appeared. And
we ate breakfast.
I spawned in. Yeah, I spawned in. I was waiting for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got McDonald's and Subway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we ate. That was nice.
And then
you got your toy there, no?
My toy?
Yeah, your McDonald's meal. Happy Meal.
Oh yeah,
Minecraft toy.
Minecraft.
But we went over back to the Seattle Center because that's where the Space Needle was at and all the museums, and then we go to the
Garden of Glass
Museum.
Very beautiful.
This felt bougie, dude.
I know, huh? It felt very nice.
I felt like an art gallery, like kind of like they are presenting me figures that they have made, and they're selling it for a high value.
High bid. But we were at the Chiuli Glass Garden. It's an exhibit in the Seattle Center directly next to the Space Needle, and it showcases a bunch of studio glass by an artist of Dale Chiuli. It opened in May 2012. Basically, it's just a bunch of glass that's made from art, and it's really cool. And then while we were there, me and the boys, we went to it was a bunch of art inside in the museum, and then it also goes outside into a garden, which is cool. There's some flowers that are made out of glass that looks like a garden, and it was really cool. You know, it's right next to the Space Needle. We get to see some good shots, and they had a show about how they create the glass and morph it using heat, and then like bending the glass and then let it cool to harden it. But it was really cool, and the glass garden was it felt bougie, dude.
It did. I give it a 10 out of 10. I like the exhibits they had. Like they had in this dark room, they had this one big exhibit. You know, it was cool.
The dark rooms were my favorite. It felt like I was like on a movie set or something.
Fancy, dude.
It was very
fancy.
yeah,
you did tell me that, huh? I felt like it was a movie set because of the lighting.
Yeah, the lighting up above.
The one that was like pure black in the one room is the only thing in the middle is when it goes like into like kind of like an hourglass type of sculpture.
Yeah.
That was a sick one. There was like that one right there.
The blue one? That was beautiful.
That one's sick. It reminds me of like two waves colliding.
Yeah.
So the whole time, so the whole time just like, damn, this shit fancy, dude. Whoever came up with this shit was cooking.
Yes, there's so many beautiful exhibits. I loved it.
I loved it. Yeah, that big piece with like the art gallery where it was hanging from the top of the ceiling and it's all glass around it. That was sick one.
I know they had so many cool shots, dude. We took so many cool pics. I recommend going there.
That one's for sure.
Definitely get the city pass and go there.
Yeah, and also at nighttime they turn on the lights, so it's pretty sick.
I wish we got to see.
Yeah, I know. I saw when we were
different because the glass lighting going through it would have been different.
And when we were in the Space Needle that night, we saw it down there. You can actually see the garden outside.
To be honest, I didn't even look.
You didn't look at it?
I didn't even. Look
it was sick because that yellow one, it looked like a tree. Really? That was like just bright. It looked like the sun. I was like, "Whoa!"
This yellow one?
Yeah, that one right there. That one's sick, dude.
That's cool.
With the light and everything going through it, phenomenal. I love that one. And I'm happy that we actually got sat down and saw when they were making the glass.
Oh yeah,
art.
That was a good place to take a break.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We took a knee right there.
We took a knee right there, and we started there wasn't many people, and then as we kept watching, more people came and filled up.
So yes. Like, good. We got good spots, underneath the bridge.
Yeah,
underneath the bridge.
But yeah, I highly recommend the Glass Garden. If you guys want to visit, it'll be a good spot to just visit. Get the Seattle Pass so you guys could pay cheaper.
Yes,
and do a lot more activities. Highly recommend the City Pass. This isn't a sponsorship by any means.
But if you want to sponsor us,
sponsor us, City Pass, please.
Well, you could glaze more.
We'll glaze you guys even more.
Yeah.
Like Alonzo said. What was your guys' favorite part from the museum at the Glass Garden, real quick, before we move on?
I like the blue one.
The blue one?
Blue hourglass one.
For me, it was either the boat or actually it was this one. It was either the boat or this one.
That one was cool, yeah.
This one.
I did like that when I was telling you about the one that looks like an hourglass type of sculpture. And also the ones that hang down. The ones that hang down, like the green, the blue. Those are pretty sick.
In the room prior to that one, or?
I think right after the boat.
After the boat, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mine is before the boat.
Yeah, after the boat. You have them
yeah,
like those upside down Christmas trees.
I know
details
too, to be honest.
Yeah. It was a vibe.
It was a vibe.
I like
But yeah.
10.
After this, we went straight over to the Pop Culture Museum.
Yep, we did.
That one was sick, dude. I really liked the Pop Culture Museum. As soon as we got there, they had some cool figurines. We walked in through the opposite side, I think. We went in through the back.
Yeah, because at that front entrance,
Oh,
the desk is
yeah.
down
Whereas the Ender Dragon,
Mm-hmm.
That's the front entrance. Yeah.
Went into the back, but it was really cool because we did so much stuff there. Honestly,
There was so much to do.
We started off seeing the music part of the museum, you know, about bands and guitars. That one was okay for me. I wasn't really too interested in it. Not to say it wasn't good by any means.
Yes.
I just wasn't too much interested in that. And then we went over to the video game section, played a little video games. Me and Alonzo, Justin, and Refany were doing their thing. And then after the video game section, there was a big big sculpture full of guitars.
I like that one. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then there was a bunch of Seattle Seahawks gear and jerseys there. And after this, right before we go into this specific part of the museum that got good, it was like, I don't know what it was called, but there was like the evolution of gaming, and you see a bunch of Wii games.
Oh, yeah.
The remotes, the PlayStation remotes, Nintendo remotes. What were the rest of the controllers that you remember, Justin? I can't remember. Oh, here it is.
Yes. Little gaming section.
Xbox
cool.
remote, all this
The
stuff.
Nintendo remote.
It was really cool. See the evolution. The Nintendo 64 1996 controller. Atari remote. Yeah, dude, this shit's ancient, bro. Dude.
It was cool.
It was ancient.
And then connected to that was some movie sets, decorations, and costumes, like the Darth Vader one.
Ooh, Lord Vader.
Lord Vader.
Oh, and then so we saw Lord Vader, we saw Darth Vader's costume, we saw Darth Vader's lightsaber. There was a Spider-Man comic book. We saw Iron Man helmet.
Oh yeah, from the Iron Man movie.
Which Iron Man movie was it?
The first one.
Really?
Yeah,
it's the first one.
No way.
They also had the Superman suit, didn't they? The old,
the old one.
The old Superman suit, and they had a Jewish Spider-Man costume. And I'm saying that right. Jewish Spider-Man costume. That's what it said on the sign. It was a different looking suit. I've never seen a suit like this before. But that's what I remember it by, because I was like, oh, interesting. That it's cool. It's different.
Yeah.
But after this, me and Alonzo, we go into this, we go into a studio where they make music, and how people go into like rooms where they sing into a microphone when they're making music.
Yes, and soundproof
recording.
Yes.
Yeah, and soundproof rooms recording themselves. Me and Alonzo go into this one room and we started fidgeting around the microphone.
Yeah.
And then we started playing some Fuerza in there, and we're like, Fuerza Regida. And then we would be able to change the microphone levels, and we did it to an echoey room, and it was pretty cool.
The first time we switched it to an echoey room, I just look at Oscar and we dap it up, and
that was so funny.
Dude. It echoes and everything.
Yeah, because we were trying to let's dap each other up right now, so see how far it echoes, and we do it. Boom.
Perfect, dude.
It was
blows the whole fucking booth up.
That was a good idea.
It's good, dude.
The whole room blows up.
Well, the funny thing is, like, we lost you guys. We're like, where the fuck did Oscar and Alonzo go? And I'm just like, fuck, where did they go? So I'm checking each booth. I'm like, where are these guys at? And I didn't check one booth towards the end. I'm like, there's no way they're in there, you know? And then later when we find you guys, like, where were you? Like, oh, we were in that booth. I'm like, dude, I checked all of them, but that one booth. Like, what were you guys doing in there? It's like, oh, that's the voice booth, you know, where you can actually, they give a mic and you can do whatever you want. Like, what'd you guys do? We were just yelling. So then in my head, I pictured you guys in the booth just fucking yelling.
Yeah.
Like hella loud.
We're dapping each other up and stuff.
It was fun.
Yeah, the Pop Culture Museum was so fun and awesome. They had the Elder Dragon right here, as you can see. The Elder Dragon was really cool. Also, we walked around and we saw there was from the Star Wars episode where Darth Vader cuts off Luke's hand with the
prosthetic hand.
The prosthetic hand with Luke's prosthetic hand with the lightsaber still attached to it. That was really cool because I'm a big Star Wars nerd. And then after we go to this other section of the museum, it was like horror themes.
No, that part, it was like Star Universe.
It was like Star Wars and horror characters. There was Michael Myers. There was
because it was the left side was the horror, and then the right side was like
and then there was Terminator.
Yeah,
like
sci-fi.
Donatello. We saw Donatello.
Oh yeah.
And then we saw Caesar's son Cornelius.
And then as soon as we saw Caesar's son, I was like,
we started acting like monkeys, like you typically do. And then we saw Terminator. They had some Star Wars stuff too. They had a Stormtrooper helmet. They had the Star Wars Death Star. It was really cool. And
It was cool.
Yeah. Oh, I like the Back to the Future boards. They had Back to the Future, the hoverboards. Yeah, they had those, and then also the Ghostbuster equipment too.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, that's sick.
Oh yeah, Ghostbusters.
They had a bunch of stuff there. I'm like, that's sick, dude.
It was cool to check out. Yeah,
because something like new kept popping up. I'm like, oh look, it's this one, and then oh look, it's this one, and I didn't even know. Like Terminator was the first one I saw.
Yeah.
Terminator looked sick.
Yeah, and it's a skeleton, like the
chrome skeleton.
Yeah, that's
cool.
Like,
so many different stuff they had.
I know. I'm like, that's so sick, dude. The one I did get hyped up was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Oh, yeah.
Donatello.
Yeah, because I grew up watching those movies, so I'm like,
I know, me too. The realistic ones.
Yeah, so I'm like, that's cool. I didn't know they would have that guy in there.
Yeah.
Then they had Predator too.
Oh yeah, they did. An Alien too. No.
Remember when we went into the coffin?
The coffin, yeah.
Yeah. Then we made after the sci-fi. We made our way to the horror section.
Yeah.
Remember what I did in the coffin?
Yeah,
I threw a dinosaur sign up.
Little dinosaur sign. Little turf 4.
I really like the horror section too because a lot of cool stuff. Like they had the little church with like the vampires and
the Van Helsing.
Yeah, Van Helsing.
The bow, the crossbow.
Yeah,
the automatic.
They had like a little dead corpses hanging.
Jason too.
Jason,
Yeah, they had a lot of cool
the
stuff.
homie Blade in there too.
Blade, yeah. Forgot about that.
Who was the guy? The big giant like monster from I think Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, oh fuck, I don't know what you're talking about.
But it's that big giant guy, dude, the main guy. You
Nemesis or something, Abomination.
Dude, but you see him and I'm like, what? I'm like, no way. And then they also had the alien from like Alien, the movie Aliens. That guy, yeah, that'd be the one.
Nemesis, yeah.
Nemesis is his name?
Yeah, that guy.
Which one?
This one? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We had him. He was in there too. I was like,
yeah,
no way.
And it was sick because they also had all the equipment from different movies that they use. Like the Blair Witch
oh yeah, you're telling me too.
Yeah, they had like the camera and then like all those sticks that they used in the movie. I'm like, what? That's sick.
That's cool. Yeah,
they had different ones in there. I'm like, that's sick. I like that. That horror one was pretty sick too.
Yeah, I feel like I like the vibe in there too. It was like dark and it was cool.
Oh yeah, and the sci-fi was like very futuristic.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, had a bunch of stuff. Lights.
I liked it.
But after this, I think one we could all agree on which was the best one was the manga section.
The manga.
So there was this
do you agree?
This Asian section that you had to pay, and I didn't want to go because I didn't want to pay.
Shout out to the guy, dude, that let us in for free.
Yes, we had like 30 minutes left until the museum closed. And then Oscar and Rustin pulled up. Sweet talked him.
I sweet talked the guy. I was the one doing the talking.
Oh, you were talking?
I was doing the talking. I was like, "Hello, sir. We're here to get 7 tickets for."
Four
tickets for the manga museum, please, sir. He's like, oh, we close in 30 minutes. And I was like, he's like, you guys can come back tomorrow if you like. And we're like, oh, well, unfortunately, we won't be here tomorrow. We return back to our home state of Utah. He's like, oh, you're visiting out of town, sir? I'm like, yes, sir, I am. And he's all like, do you know what? I'll let you in for free since you're visiting and this is your first time here. And I was like, God bless, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers. Cheers. Jolly good, governor. He lets us in for free. Honestly, we explored everything with perfect amount of time.
Like
we even
minutes.
left like 5 or 10 minutes early.
Yeah.
Before it closed.
We got there like 2 hours before it closed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, we did this shit. Like, and we got there. I was in the bathroom. I was in the side mission. So I was in the bathroom. So we wasted
took forever to start.
Yeah, we finished like the whole thing in like an hour. And the guy said that it's gonna take 30 minutes. I said, brother, we did the whole thing in an hour.
Yeah,
this is nothing to us, you know.
I think it would have took longer if we actually sat down and like read. Stuff. But I mean, we
took a gander.
We took a gander.
Yeah,
we took a cute pictures. And there was this one little game you and Refany played. No,
yeah, what was that?
What little game?
I don't know. You guys played like some Gundam game. Or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, there were it was kind of like reading our movements. And then. There was a Gundam that was on the screen, and then whatever you did with like your body, it will just kind of like imitate what you're doing. So then the Gundam was like alive, and then whatever you were doing, the Gundam will be doing it as well as if you activate your power up, it will turn your hand into like one of the abilities. So which one of them ability was turns into a magnet. So everything inside like around the Gundam will just start getting sucked up to the magnet, and you can just toss it around, which is pretty sick because I'm like, whoa. Because it was like part of like kind of like the Asian culture over there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's sick. I like that. I didn't know they had that there. I was waiting for the kid to get out here. I'm like,
oh yeah, there was a kid on there, and then once he left, my turn.
I was reading I was looking at some of the manga books that they had stacked on the side by the waiting area, and I found a One Piece one, and I thought that was really cool. And then I go upstairs while you and Refany are doing your thing. I go upstairs and then
we're on the balcony, me and Oscar.
I'm by myself.
Oh, this is when you're by yourself.
And then I go upstairs and I'm like, Alonso. No, actually, you did come with me.
Yeah, and then we went on the balcony.
And then I see Justin playing Gundam, and I'm like, Justin, and he looks up. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing up there?"
How you up there?
And then he immediately comes up here, and then I like the upstairs. It was cool. I found a lot of cool One Piece. Anime drafts. I found an Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah, the drafts.
Draft. I found a One Piece draft. I found a Astro Boy.
Yeah,
that Astro Boy picture was sick. And then me and Alonso had some fun in the hentai section. I'll say that.
No, we didn't. I walked in and walked out. And I was like, that's too much for me.
And he was in there, huh?
I was in there for a minute. I was enjoying
You're exerting.
I was taking it all in, dude. I was taking it all in. I saw a guy getting his ass ate by 2 girls. And I was like, whoa.
Just my type of reading, huh? Just my type of style. No, that's pretty cool. I walked up there and I'm like, oh, where did you guys go? I'm like, up the stairs. I'm like, okay, so I go up the stairs.
It's funny because as soon as Stephanie comes up, I was like, look, Stephanie, this is 2 girls pegging a guy.
Really?
Yeah, dude, they had some crazy shit on there, dude.
Some wild stuff.
They had some wild stuff in there, I will say that.
They did have the Akira one in there. What's from that? The movie. The Akira. Yeah, they had that one. And they also had like the actual like the comic of it or the manga of it.
Oh really?
Which is pretty sick. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that's what they have for One Piece and Attack on Titan also.
Yeah, I'm like, that's pretty sick, dude. I'm like, I didn't know that.
I really, really like the anime section, dude.
It was cool.
Really cool. Because I was just weeping out over seeing, my favorite anime.
We got our money's worth up there.
Yeah, for sure. Our money's worth. We didn't pay shit.
The guy's shit didn't work, right? The little device. He was like, this shit's good. Like, he's like, you know what? I'm just let you guys get in. Because he has a little device where you have to
he gave it to us willingly.
No, yeah, because his device wasn't working. He says, our system's been down for a minute. Like, it's been acting up. And he's like, you know what? I'll just scan you guys in for free. And then he gave us the tickets, like the 4 tickets.
He didn't give us the 4 tickets.
No, like he gave us the 4 tickets. I mean, like
paper?
No, he just like gave us like the free one saying that we got the 4 tickets. Oh. So I cashed it in.
I don't remember getting a ticket.
No, it's not. You didn't get a ticket. He got a ticket.
It's irrelevant.
I'm just letting you guys know.
We got in for free. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
But I liked it. And that's basically what happened at the Pop Culture Museum.
That's fun.
Is there anything that stood out to you guys that you liked there?
Ender Dragon.
Ender Dragon. That Astro Boy figurine, dude. Oh my god. I really wanted it.
Why didn't you get it anyways?
It was just, I didn't want to spend that much money. It was like $100.
Contemplating.
Oh yeah, dude. The little gift shop, they had a bunch of anime stuff and they had some Chainsaw Man things. But they had a little Pochita, a little helmet. And I wanted to get it, but I didn't end up doing it. It was expensive. It's like $50. $50.
$50?
$50. $2.
$2. Basically, it was an Astro Boy figurine that's half him and half like robotic. I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah, after that, we just Rustin and Refany went to the Space Needle because while it was still daylight, they didn't get to see it in the day. And then me and Rolonzo went back to the hotel.
Yes, we did.
And then what did we do from there? We
showered, we chilled.
We packed up, huh?
Yeah. And then the plan was to go and get some food for us and then go to the Space Needle. And we had to make a plan because we had to drop off Stephanie with all of her stuff. So we were figuring out the plan, but we're all over the place. So we went to get food first. We ate some Shake Shack. My first time eating there.
And then we put our sticker in the center.
Oh, yeah, we did that too. Yeah, the sticker wall
downtown.
Yes.
You know what I forgot? It's during before we got to Space Needle. We had to move the whole room, like our stuff from rooms.
Before you met up with us.
Yeah, I forgot about that because I'm like, shit.
Yeah, a lot.
Because before Rustin went in the morning to the Space Needle, he had to move rooms because that was his last day. And when Alonso said he got the second room for free because of our mishap, that's where Justin and his girl moved their stuff into that room.
Yes.
Yeah. And then now but this was after they showed up with us. So
yeah, so after that happened, so we got our food and we went back over there to the hotel room and then we just clocked after that.
You clocked out? You took a nap?
Yeah, I got some Subway on the way back because we said like Austin said like, yo, there's a Subway around the corner.
It was, yeah.
So I'm like, I'm trying to find it. So I found it, got it, and then we just went back to the hotel, ate, and then just clocked down in that room right by you guys.
Me and Alonso just chilled, packed up, And then you came over and we were trying to figure out what to do. And then after me and Alonzo just went and got Shake Shack. We went and explored. Plus, we want to go put the sticker back on the sticker wall. So while we're at it, there was a Shake Shack right there. Shake Shack was good.
It was really good.
Oh, this is where we found that tall ass woman.
Yeah.
We didn't tell Justin about this.
There's a girl taller than Oscar.
There was a girl there taller than me, dude.
After we
as
were
a customer.
When we were eating, Oscar just goes, dude, I think this is the tallest girl I've seen
in my life.
And then he's like, don't turn now. And then I go up and I go get some napkins. And then I turn around to see her. And she's really tall. And then as we were leaving, I'm looking at Oscar said he tried getting as close as possible so he could measure.
I was like, I'm going to get as close to her as I can as I walk by so you can get an estimate.
And she had at least 3 or 4 inches on Oscar.
Damn, really?
Yeah.
Dude, she's tall.
She was tall, dude. She was lengthy. And
then I told Alonzo, imagine the kids we'd have. For sure. Dude, goated kids right there.
Yeah, D1 athletes.
D1 athletes and professional athletes at that point. Jeez, dude. That was a tall woman, dude.
Yeah.
She was a white lady. But yeah, after that, we just went and put the sticker on the wall. No, we already did. We just looked at it again. And then we went back to the hotel room, tried to figure out the plan. And then as it got later, me and Justin and the gang basically went to the Space Needle at night.
We took the car this time.
We took the car. We parked. We got out. We explored at night. Same thing. We went down to the spinning floor. We just saw it at night. And then we got a group photo. If you don't mind airdropping it to me, por favor. We took a group photo, and basically we saw the Space Needle up at night. I'll put some footage up on the screen so you guys can see. It's kind of hard to see because it's at night, but
I recommend going at night, dude. It was really a vibe.
It was,
and not only that, there was really less people up there because there wasn't a line when me and Oscar pulled up. It was just straight to the elevator. Like we probably waited like 5 minutes or less. But when we came in the morning, we had to wait like maybe 30 minutes. So I really recommend checking it out at night too. If you guys are into that, I recommend. It was really nice. The lights were beautiful. It was a vibe.
Definitely was a vibe. It was cold too, dude. It was windy. It was
windy. Oh, that was the glare, huh, from the Space Needle.
Fuck ass glare. And then this is the group photo. There was of a man. That Alonzo glazed after he left for taking such a great photo. There's a great photo that we captured together.
Everybody said, "Oh."
Didn't he take a couple?
He only took 2.
Oh, really? I saw you took a couple.
Dude, it looks good. The city behind us. Alonzo was glazing the man, dude.
Yeah, let me glaze, dude.
What did you say? Can you repeat?
So as he finishes taking the picture and I take a gander, I'm like, damn, that was a good picture. And then I'm like, thank you for that. I hope you have a good day. No, I hope you have a good life.
You called him my brother, too.
Did I do that?
I think so. You're like, thank you, my brother. That was a great photo.
Yes.
I hope you have a great day and a great life. I was like, dude, this isn't the outro to the podcast.
And then I told him something else, but I don't remember.
I know, dude. I was like,
I said, I hope tomorrow is like your lucky day or something. I don't know, something like that. And then Oscar told me, bro, you're glazing.
I look at him, I'm like, what the fuck was that?
And I'm like, what's wrong? I'm glazing the man, dude.
I'm like, jeez. But then, yeah, after that was Space Needle. We went and dropped off Refany at her hotel not her hotel, but with the girls because they're going to take a plane back to Utah at 4 a.m.
And then the boys had one last night in Seattle, taking it all in. I told the boys, roll down the windows, take it all in.
And we played some music on the way there.
Some Fuerza, I believe.
Played some Fuerza on the weekend because that was the mood out there.
Yes.
And then, yeah, we get back to the hotel room, basically. And then Rustin slept with us on the bed.
Oh, my God, dude.
I didn't want to sleep in the room alone.
Once again, the plan was to go to sleep by 9 or 8. Right, and we weren't in bed till like 10 or 11.
I think it was 10.
Yeah, but we didn't sleep.
I asked for some melatonin.
Oh, yeah, you took melatonin.
Melatonin.
Fun thing I did was when I got Subway, I also got another big giant sandwich for the ride for the morning after when we wake up to go back to Utah. And then I had it in my fridge. And the whole time I was sleeping with you guys, I'm like, damn, I can't wait to eat it. The whole time, dude.
It's the first thing you ate when you woke up. Because I remember you had a plan, use a microwave downstairs, heat it up, boom.
Beautiful plan, dude. Yes. I stick to a plan, dude. You said at the time, I woke up that time. You guys, these guys, I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but these guys heard the alarms. I know you guys heard your guys' alarms.
No, I didn't hear it. I heard my
didn't set an
alarm.
Because I knew you guys were going to wake me up.
To wake you up.
What time wake up? 5:30? Something like that?
I'm not too sure.
Originally 3:30, but it got late and we got to the Space Needle late, so we pushed it back 2 hours.
When was it that you fucking flipped Alonzo? when you fucking flip.
Oh, did you catch that on video?
No, I don't think. I think
we did.
Yeah, I think we have it in the camera.
Oh, I don't know when that was, but yeah,
that was funny, dude.
That and also when you swung him.
Teach me something. You're like,
come here.
Let me show you something I just learned.
I don't know what I did, bro, but I fucking flung him, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know what I did.
I was walking by and you're like, come here. And they just flipped me.
I'm definitely the older brother to Alonzo. I'm like, let me do something with you real quick.
Let me try something now. Somewhere in there.
I don't think we did, dude.
Maybe we just showed it to you.
Maybe.
I'll find it, but just go on with the road trip.
Yeah, no. Once we woke up the next day.
Yeah, Justin was the first to wake up again. He's waiting on us. And
dude,
then
I think Oscar's alarm went off first.
I didn't set an alarm.
You didn't set an alarm?
No, because I knew you guys were going to wake me up.
So I heard on one alarm that woke me up, and then it got turned off. And I'm like, okay, I'm waiting for them to initiate that we're waking up.
Yeah.
Didn't. I hear snoring again, dude.
Snoring?
I heard snoring like just like a little light snoring. Like crazy, you know? And then I'm like, these guys fell asleep again, you know? And like 5 minutes later, another alarm. I see Alonzo go.
That was my alarm.
Yeah, Alonzo goes and turns it off. He goes back to the resting position.
Yeah, dude.
And starts sleeping again. I'm like, dude, this guy's not waking up. Oh my gosh. And then again,
I think once my second alarm went off, then I was like, okay, I gotta get up now.
I know. Well, you didn't even get up.
I didn't get up. You got up. I'm saying like I was up though. I was like awake. Then I was like resting. I don't know. I knew you were awake, and then I was like, I asked you something like, oh, like should we get up or? And then you're like. Yeah,
dude. Because I'm like, I heard you guys' alarm. I'm like, dude, there's no way you guys didn't like
hear that shit.
You didn't hear that shit, you know? I'm like, oh my gosh. And then we woke up. When I woke up.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we just started the day, got everything ready, prepared to go.
Yeah,
and that's pretty much it. And then we went on to a trip.
Yes, and some valuable or honorable memories was when we left Seattle. We took a different road. And this other road we took was really beautiful. We were in the mountains, and it was really foggy and rainy.
Dude, you were driving so fast.
Oh, yeah, dude, you scared me.
You scared me.
How?
Dude. You were driving. You wanted to get home.
He was like on 80, 90 on like a 65.
Dude, no, it was on rain. On wet road.
Dude, through the curves, dude. I was like, dude, the whole time I was gripping my thigh.
You were pushing the imaginary brake.
I was like, dude,
scaring me, dude.
I don't know. At first, Oscar was like, dude, you're scaring me. And then, like, 2 hours later, Justin's like, you're right. This is scaring me.
Dude, I was scared, dude. But we took a nap. And when I first got in the car, dude, I took a nap. I was like, I'm a fast travel. I'm going to go to sleep. And then I'm going to edit when I wake up.
And now I thought I was gonna switch over after a few hours, you know.
Yes.
And I'm awake still. I'm like,
dude,
my shift
raw dog, dude.
I'm like, my shift is like about to start. I'm waiting for it, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like 4 hours pass by. I'm like, this guy's not passing the wheel over, you know. So I'm like, I'm about to go to sleep, you know. And I'm about to sleep. Alon's like, all right, just I'm gonna need you to take the wheel. I'm like, so no good.
Yeah, I remember there's this one road where it was just a single road, and you guys are both asleep. And there was a big old truck in front of me, and it started raining, and I wanted to overtake him.
Oh yeah,
but I couldn't because every time I try to peek over to see if there's a car coming, I would get sprayed with so much water, and I just didn't. Because I would look over, I couldn't see any cars, and all of a sudden I would see the headlights pop up. Then I'm like, no. So then I just stayed behind him for a couple miles, and then I was like, I'll just play it safe. I was like, should I? I looked at you guys. I was like, no, I shouldn't.
You were asleep.
They wake up and you
one mistake, we don't wake up.
Yeah, it was raining bad, dude. I was getting pounded.
And he wanted to overtake this car.
And not a car, a big old
semi,
truck.
dude. Not even like we had clear distance and speed.
Yeah.
While at the same time, another car is coming from the other side at the same speed as us.
So he could have had on.
He's trying to go around the semi truck while it's raining
hard. Yes, while I'm getting pounded by the rain and the semi truck rain.
All right, and then we're just sleeping.
We wouldn't have woken up.
You guys are looks at us.
We don't have it, dude.
And then here's what his dad, Oscar's dad, told Alonzo before he left.
Oh yeah,
drive safe, kid.
Yeah, drive safe, kid. Bring him home safe. Yeah, but the ride home was fun. I mean, it wasn't fun actually. Not think about it.
You were the MVP of the trip.
You took that shit, dude.
You raw dogged it as much as you could.
Yes, and then Rustin took over for me, and it was funny because
I didn't drive a single time.
Yes,
I offered my services.
Liar!
No, you didn't.
I said
no, you didn't.
I said we could take 4-hour shifts from Seattle to Utah. You guys didn't ask me once to drive.
Once? Alonzo, once I told you. I told you. Can you drive? No, I'm editing. Fuck, I just. Next editing. Thing I know, reels popping up, sending from Oscar.
I don't even send reels. Liar, I was editing.
Oh my god,
I was editing the Small Thoughts episode.
You liar, dude.
Until my laptop died, and then once it died, I was like, okay, if he offers me to drive, then I'll drive. But you never asked.
Oh my god,
because he took over.
Oh my god!
I asked,
dude. That's why he took over.
You asked me when I was editing.
No, I asked. Dude, I asked when you were on your phone.
We both took a nap.
On your phone.
We both took a nap, and then we wake up, and then I'm on my phone because he's driving.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna edit right now since I'm up. And then I started editing a little bit, and then we pull over, and then you asked me to drive, and I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna drive right now. I just woke up, and I'm gonna edit. I'll drive after you if you want.
Liar, dude.
I'm not lying, dude. Liar. That's how it went.
I asked him, can you drive? I'm feeling a little sleepy, you know?
Yeah. You didn't say that. Mm-hmm. He's adding shit now. Dude, You're adding sleepy, shit now. Dude. You did not say that.
It was when he stopped when we got the McDonald's.
Yeah, when we at the gas station?
Yeah, because
that's where I got my coffee and stuff. And that's where we got a hot dog, didn't we?
The hot dog tequilas and everything. Yeah. No, that was. I kept driving after that. Yeah. I was feeling good.
That's the one before.
But it was the one. It was afterward because then afterward we stopped and then Justin took over, and then after like an hour.
The McDonald's restaurant, the one in Idaho.
Yeah,
maybe.
And then after an hour driving, Justin stopped again, and then that's when he was like,
at that one little smaller gas station.
I don't know where he stopped.
When our phones were dead.
But he stopped and he was like, "Do you want to? I'm feeling sleepy. You want to take over, Oscar?" And you're like, "No."
Yeah, I'm editing. I'm like,
when our phones were dead?
No, it was
because I was editing.
Because the next one, our phones were dead, and that's when I switched out with Justin.
I would have drove then if you wanted to.
Oh, you see? Oh my god!
Because I was editing. I was editing an episode that you guys were in.
Okay.
I was doing it for you. If you think about it.
Now you're throwing it over here. Oh,
I'm being dead ass. I was editing an episode. And then
not a single time did they offer to let me drive.
Yes, I did.
Not a single. I offered my services.
Also, can you drive? No, I'm editing services. I offered my editing services.
Because we were driving to Seattle or Oregon in the beginning too. We're like, Oscar, can you hop in the passenger seat? No, I'm editing back here. I can't.
Oh, yeah,
I was comfortable.
Exactly. You see,
that's not driving. That's
but
just
you could
have
chilled with Justin in the front.
Why?
You're like, to help him out.
Yeah.
See why? He's
you
like,
see?
why?
Why would I go up there?
And then he's like, no, I'm editing. I can't.
I was editing. Because you know what I made?
Just know Oscar's not driving, dude. I just know Oscar's not driving. No matter. You know Oscar's not driving, dude.
I was editing.
Is that friend that when you ask for like to order pizza, he's like, hey, get the wings, you know? And he's not even paying, dude. He's not even going to pay. That's Oscar right there, dude.
Hey, did you make sure you get the sauce with those wings?
I'm that guy that instruments the whole thing to make sure it all happens. But when it comes to getting the things done, they do it. I initiate the activity.
Labor.
Hey, but I was editing. I showed you proof. I made the skit. You made
the skit when we were going from Oregon to Seattle.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but that's not part of the drive. We didn't want you to drive there. Like, I got this, you know.
Did you ask me to drive on the way to Oregon?
To Oregon?
Yeah, did you ask me?
I don't remember.
You didn't.
Not that one. I think you can be in Alonzo.
I'm just on the way back.
On the way back.
On the way back, I would have.
I would
have when I was done editing. I would have when I was
moving
done
the goalpost. You see this guy?
I am. I'm moving the goalpost, but I'm gonna be the goalie.
I would have. I'm like, I would have, and then I know he's like, I would have, but I was editing.
Yeah,
I would have, but I was editing in the moment.
And then later is I would have was editing, but after I would have.
Nah, that's not what I said.
God,
I said I would have, but I was editing, and then when I was done editing, because all of our phones died. Your phone died. My laptop died. My phone died and my iPad died. I'm like, all of our shit was dead.
Dying.
I would have drove.
I
would have drove because I had nothing to do. I was awake. I had coffee in my system. I had no editing to do. There was nothing I could do to edit. I was like, all right, I'll offer my services while I can. I would have drove. But you didn't.
Liar, dude. This guy's never driving, dude.
He did ask me to drive after the Oregon Trail.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, he did.
He did.
Yeah, he did. And what'd you say?
I didn't want to.
You see? No,
I
offered my services.
I remember that now.
Didn't want to.
Yeah, because I was looking at the rattlesnake, and I was like, you did. But then you're like, and then Justin was like, I guess I'll keep going.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to keep going. I wanted to take a nap.
Yeah,
we're going to stop by and get something to eat. Because we're going to do something right then and there. I forgot what.
After the Oregon Trail?
Yeah, after the Oregon Trail, we're going to stop by somewhere and eat.
Man, that's what where we stopped by McDonald's, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Because that's where we were gonna go eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't ask Alonzo. He just fucking drove 8 hours, dude. And my shift, he took over my shift. Like, that's why I was up.
You know what I was plotting? On Oregon Trail, I was like, all right, we're gonna get to this rest stop and eat. I'll drive once we get there. And then once we get to the pit stop, he offers to drive. And I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna say anything.
Fake friend, dude. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Fake. A snake in the grass, huh? There's a little snake in the grass, huh? I didn't believe in magic until I saw my dog turn to a snake.
Damn, dude, what did Chris turn me into?
I know. What are you doing?
This is before the corruption, too.
Before the corruption.
He's already corrupted.
I'm sorry.
No, but you're not. I did edit. You liar.
I did edit.
You did edit, but sometimes you were just on reels.
How? I didn't have internet.
Yes, you did. You're setting reels.
How many?
I like how he's like, I just didn't want to. And now he's like, I was editing. I was editing.
I was editing on the way to Seattle and on the way home. I did edit.
I know, but he even told you like.
But on the way to Portland, I just didn't want to.
Exactly. See? And then you're like, I didn't want to.
Like, but I dead ass, I would have drove.
Liar! Don't tell me. Don't tell me what could have. Tell me how it was.
It was. This is how it was. I didn't want to on the way to Portland.
Exactly. Okay.
But I would have on the way to Seattle. But I was editing a skit that you saw that I finished.
That's fine. No one's saying anything about that.
On the way home.
You'd rather not drive because you're editing.
On the way home.
You'd rather not drive because you're editing than fucking take over a wheel of a guy that's sleeping, trying to go to sleep.
You weren't sleepy.
I was sleepy.
You never said that. If you said you were sleepy, that would have been the key word for me to like, okay, I'll take over. You just said, hey, Oscar, can you drive it? I'm like,
he did say, he said, I'm feeling tired. Like, you think you could take over? Because I was laying back, so I was chilling. And he's like,
when?
This is when I'm coming back to Utah.
When? Where?
I don't know. Like, he drove for an hour. Yeah. And then he stopped.
An hour.
Yeah. And
then an hour.
Let me tell you.
An hour. You were tired?
Let me tell you.
An hour.
Let me tell you the plan, all right? 4 hours, Alonzo. 4 hours, me. 4 hours, Oscar. Alonzo drove 8 hours. So
8 hours.
And now I'm thinking he's going to switch over any time for my 4 hour shift, all right?
You said you drove 1 hour.
From that point, when he handed out 1 hour, stopped by, and then we continued driving. I continued driving.
Yeah, and then that's when he's like, "Hey, Oscar, like I'm feeling a little sleepy. Like, can you take over?" And I think, I don't know what you said, but you didn't.
You don't remember what?
What you said. I think you said, I'm editing or something.
Yeah, I'm telling you. You're like, oh, I'm like, okay.
I was editing.
Oh, my God.
Let's wrap this up, right?
Yeah, right.
God damn.
Hey.
Yeah, and we made it home.
Let your homies drive, all right? Let your homies drive.
Let the homies drive.
But their editing don't bother them.
But if
when they're editing, they can't.
But if they're tired, take over.
But when they're sending reels, I guess they can.
If they're sending reels, make that dude drive, all right? Make him drive. Shut up. All right, Seattle, Portland, overall experience. What do you grade?
10 out of 10. I loved everything.
10 out of 10.
Mm-hmm. I love staying with you guys. It was so funny. I was with Oscar the whole week, dude.
The nights?
Yeah. Hilarious.
Before even going to Seattle or Oregon, dude, me and Alonzo were cracking jokes.
Already. Cracking each other.
It was all so fun in their own unique ways.
Yeah.
But Jupiter Bar had to be the funnest.
Oh, yeah. The first night.
Yeah. Besides that, I would say the pool at Oregon was my favorite.
The pool? Yeah, me too.
Because we were having fun at the pool with the whiskey and everything.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
It was so much fun.
That for sure.
Yeah, but yeah.
If you guys ever want to go to Seattle, get the City Pass. I'll have it on the screen. I highly recommend it. This isn't a sponsorship by any means, but hey, City Pass, if you want to sponsor us, we'll glaze you guys even more.
We'll glaze you.
This is not a sponsorship. We just want to tell you guys what worked for us and what saved us a lot of money.
Yes.
But yeah, you can
art's best experience.
And you can also use it in other cities that you go to and do a bunch of attractions and activities without having to pay for the individual tickets and stuff.
You will save money.
You will save money and live better.
Walmart.
With that being said, guys, thank you guys for listening to this episode. Next week, we should get back to the regularly scheduled program. We'll talk about the playoffs, the Knicks. My prediction for the finals, Knicks and Timberwolves. And I got the Timberwolves. And I got the Timberwolves winning it. But I wouldn't mind seeing New York win it just to see the fans' reaction. Because New York's been going crazy.
They lost.
Dude, they'll still go crazy.
So crazy, dude.
There's something.
Either way, they're right.
But with that being said, there's a lot of shit that's been happening. New Pope, NBA playoffs, finals about to happen.
new MCU movie,
Thunderbolts. Oh my God, we got so much stuff. But we'll get you guys back to the regular schedule program next week.
Well, it was a bit long trip. We did so much, so we just had so much to talk about, and our experiences. We just had so much fun. So forgive us for another long episode,
and also forgive us for not being consistent with the episodes each week because I'm editing episodes at the same time I'm having to edit a vlog. So I'm having to edit 2 videos at the same time. The podcast episode and the vlog, and these guys still attack me for not driving. That's crazy.
But check it out. Check out the vlog after
you only did the skit on the drive.
I'll say.
I was trying to save time, bro. And
I'll say.
Wrap it up.
But we'll get you guys. Thank you guys. Please go subscribe and like. Please. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Amazon Music. Go on Instagram and follow our page so you can see our clips and dumb sound bites. And as well as TikTok, we're doing good on TikTok. You guys love us on TikTok. Check us out on TikTok, and we'll have more clips for you guys to come out soon. And with that being said, Alonzo, please take me away.
Thank you, everybody, again for listening to this whole episode. We love you guys. We hope you guys have a good one, a good day, a good night, a good shift at work, a good lovely day, a walk in the park, a good run, a good gym workout. We hope you guys go out and do something productive. You're only ever this young once. Every night we went out, we told each other, reminded each other to enjoy these moments because we're only ever this young. The Seattle is so much fun. Oregon was so much fun. Go out and visit somewhere new. New trip, Maui next year. And with that being said, you guys are going to take a trip. We love you.
Adios.
Fucking bet on it, man.